Session. So we have had two classes so far. I would like anyone to unmute and tell us so far what have you gotten to gain from this program? Please, anyone, you're free to unmute your mic. I think if you're in the first session, you would have been in the second session. So far, what have you picked? What have been the key things for you so far in this program? Please, anybody, you can type in the chat box. You can unmute your mic. Let's do that real quick in just 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You have the trainer here already. So what have you picked so far in this course, in this program? Please, everybody, I'm waiting. Or have we all just been being on the call just for joining sake? We just keep our earpiece on and um just to go on with our day without picking anything. Okay. How to generate a prompt. Yes, how to generate, I will say how to generate a good prompt. That's a good one. I'm waiting for others, please. Let's do that in few minutes, just 2, 3 minutes. What have we picked? What have we learned so far from this AI class? Please, I'm waiting for more responses.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ruben.
Yes, it has been a great time learning through Transformation College. And with the previous week, I've been able to use Copilot to do so many things, including my CV, my recommendation letter, and many others. And it's a great time learning AI and machine learning through Transformation College. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ruben. That's really nice. Let me read some of the replies from the chat box.
Hello, sir.
Iberico said, "Oh, okay,
Hello,
hello,
sir.
hello,
Good morning.
good morning to you."
Yeah, I realize before now, before moving further, my name is Railbolt.
Ruben.
Before now, I've been using ChatGPT and other AI platforms, but I realized that despite how much I know how to use them then, I was not using them efficiently and effectively. So with the training in the last two classes, I was able to use even ChatGPT to solve problems that I never knew I could use it for. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Robert. We are so it's a pleasure to hear that from you. So Iberico said AI is not as complicated as it was. It can be used in all industries, even in petty business. Yes, definitely, most definitely. Faizo, I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm so sorry. Sorry to repeat it, but the emphasis you put on the prompt generation has upped so much since then. Yes, the prompt generation, we gone through how to generate a very, very good prompt for this AI agent. Where AI enhances our performance. It's been a great session so far. Yes, thank you so much for your compliment. Um, Akem said, mind-blowing session and educative on the use of AI chat, Copilot, and ChatGPT. Yes, thank you so much. Teslim, I've learned introduction to AI, basically how to use Copilot and ChatGPT. Oh yes, that's what we've done so far. Ajibola said how to create a clear and constructive prompt that yields a desirable result, how to tweak the prompts to adjust the responses. So definitely, Michael, so far I've been able to use AI tools, Microsoft Copilot, ChatGPT, very good and effective to have good and expected output. So yes, definitely. Rebecca, I have learned so much on how to make use of the AI. So I see everybody in the chat box, and we are so glad so far you've learned that, and we are promising you you're staying on this program, you're going to learn far more than all of that. And today we have another trainer. Last week we met, I think the last two classes we met Mr. Ayola Deokola. Now we're meeting Mr. Benga Ajewole. Okay, so today we are going into, oh, sorry, before we go into today's class, I would like to tell us that these programs, this everything you're learning, we should always try to use it in our daily task at work, at home, for anything. These AI agents are for us to use. So if you're attending this class, if you're attending these sessions, at the end of it, at the end of the week, you should go into the week trying out what you've learned. I think that's the pleasure, that's the goal of registering for this class, of being in these sessions. Be smooth with your AI agents, know how to utilize them for your everyday work. I think we should all try to do that during the week. So before let me introduce our trainer. Yes, like I said, we have another very, really great mind. We always have great minds from Transformation College. Today we have I hope we can all see my screen, please. So today we have Mr. Olugbenga Ajiwole. Um, Olugbenga Ajiwole is a driven and versatile IT professional with extensive experience in infrastructure management, AI automation, and full stack software development. As an IT manager and AI automation specialist, he designs and deploys intelligent autonomous agents using Microsoft Azure AI services, AutoGen Studio, and workflow orchestration platforms like N8N. I know some of us have not met N8N, but Mr. Olubega is like a pro in that. So with a strong command of cloud infrastructure, containerization, Docker, and secure systems engineering, it delivers scalable, efficient, and secure IT solutions tailored to organizational goals. Well, he has a proven track record in leading IT operations, implementing agentic AI solutions, managing cloud migrations, and deploying CRM and training platforms. He is passionate about continuous learning and integrating cutting-edge technologies to streamline business processes. He is skilled in Python, Bash, PostgreSQL, Apache Spark, ETL pipelines, and cloud platforms like Azure and AWS, that's Amazon Web Services. Is certified in ISO 27001, that's Information Security 27701, Docker, Python, and Green Digital Skills. So basically, we are just trying to let you know how far we go for everyone taking these classes to have a really, really uh, great knowledge of what they have registered for. We bring very, very skilled people for you. So without wasting much time, Mr. Olugbenga Ajewole is on the call. Mr. Olugbenga Ajewole, you're welcome. Please let's all give him a round of applause in the chat box.
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you for that.
Yes, Mr. Ajewole is
You,
starting.
the praises you sing on that introduction, I can't, I can't even start to tell how that makes me feel. Thank you for that. I appreciate.
Yes,
Hello,
you're welcome.
everybody. I would like to hear us speak. I love to hear people speak. Right. I love to,
Hello,
know
good
that.
morning, Mr. Benga.
Thank you
Can we
so.
see your beautiful
Hello,
face?
good morning, sir.
Oh, you can. You will in time. Yes, we will. We'll see me in time. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. It's my pleasure having you on
Good
board today.
morning. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being here as well. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I see Richard. Richard was in AI and automation class. I took that sometimes back. Right? Richard, how are you doing today?
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Richard. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. We've actually done a lot, right? So we are going to continue from where we stopped in the last class. Ayokunle has been, Ayola, he has been so great at introducing us to what ChatGPT is and the function. I even heard we did vibe coding, right? Which is like a big day in the market. But how many of us have been able to like come up with something like that as well, like for ourselves, right? A software application, a SaaS application, software as a service application, since the last class. How many of us have been able to come up with something like that? If you have, just drop the link on the chat. Or if you have, just tell me what you've been able to come up with, right? Unmute your mic and just tell us what you've been able to,
Hello, Mr. Gbenga.
develop. Aye,
Yeah.
robot.
I have been trying to create a website for my church for quite some time, but with the
Mm,
assistance of the last class,
okay,
I've started something, but not completed because of my busy schedule. But
okay,
I hope within few days, though my hands are very full this weekend because I have a lot of programs to attend, so I'm a bit
okay,
busy this weekend. But I hope within next week I should be able to finish a good website for the
okay.
church. So,
Amazing.
which I believe I'll be able to share on this platform at the long run.
Amazing. That is great. That is great. That is amazing. That's good to hear. So, what I want you to do now, do you have like a preview link for it? Do you have a
Not yet,
preview
sir.
link?
Not yet,
Not
sir. Not yet, sir.
oh, okay. All right. No problem. Take your time. Amazing. I love what you're doing. Anybody else? Anybody? Anybody? What have you been doing throughout the week? Come on, guys. We should have, practice. Do one or
Morning.
two. Hi. Good morning. Who is that?
My name is Cynthia.
Okay, Cynthia.
Ah,
Hello, ma'am.
yes.
Yes.
I was able to use ChatGPT and Copilot to get some research papers
Hmm.
for my proposal.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I had a little challenge.
And
It
what
was
was it?
able to it was able to help me get some articles, like 20 articles. I asked it to get me 20 articles and thesis work that was done on that topic.
Okay.
And then
Amazing.
after that, I asked it to generate the full PDF. Which
That's a step by step. What you did there, right? We'll talk about it too. That's prompting, right? That's a step by step prompting. I like that. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
So, but the challenge I had is that
Okay.
after asking it to download those ones that are open access that are available, I
Okay.
was not able to get the document. Anytime I click the download PDF, it gives
Okay.
me a pop-up.
That's
So,
the
but
file does not exist.
uh,
Something like that. Yeah.
not that the file does not exist. I think it mentioned something about upload, unable to get upload or something. I will
Okay.
see if I can share the screenshot on the
You
chat.
can just, you know what? Share the link to your chat, right? To that Canva
Okay.
chat. Share with us on the call. And if you don't know how
Okay.
to, we can maybe when we are into the program, we can just show one or two so that we
Okay.
get out
Okay,
of.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. All right. All right. So, all right. That's amazing. That is great. I'm happy that we are doing things. We are making
Yeah.
differences. We are, doing
Okay.
something's
Good morning,
different.
sir.
Okay. All right. Hi. Good morning, guys.
Yes, sir. I'm Miss Sodi Zasheri from Cameroon.
Oh, Alan.
Yes, sir. Yeah. AKA guy's opinion. That's what you see on the screen. Okay.
Yes.
So, from our introduction of ChatGPT, I've been able to use ChatGPT to. I'm doing a course on supply chain and let me just say procurement and contract session. So I'm working on a project, and through the help of ChatGPT, I've been able to come out with some materials for my project. I
Nice.
was so impressed. I was so impressed when I got the materials
I-
ready until what I could not expect. I had it, so I was
yeah,
it was a joyous moment for me. So through the program, too,
amazing,
thank you. I believe I will
amazing.
get more. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Amazing. That is great. That is good to hear. That is amazing. I love that for us. Thank you so much. Thank you that the program have been able to you've been able to benefit, and now you're practicing, you're trying trying all of these things out. That is great to hear. Right? So I hope we can see my screen. Can we?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Amazing. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is my am I in Arabic? Let's just go with money. Right. Let's do 30. Okay, mountains. 6, 30, 19, 30. Okay. So I'm not that old, guys. Just to, in case you saw that, I'm not that old, right? Okay. So all right. Welcome to the class. Welcome to the class. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I greet everyone. I believe we've done a lot on ChatGPT already. So before I start, right, I want to let you understand something. Please, can we still hear me? Am I still audible enough?
Yes, we are getting to 5 on 5.
All right. That's
Yes,
amazing.
I can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I want us to understand something, right? There is what we call soft work and hard work. I'll just use the term soft work and hard work. All right. You see, in the year 20s, I was telling my people, my colleagues, right? That was yesterday, day before yesterday. We're on a call doing something on Azure AI services, right? We're trying to train a model to carry out a particular task, right? When they were introducing me, you saw the autonomous site that we're going to be visiting. We're going to be visiting Microsoft Azure, right? We're going to be visiting the Copilot agent creation. We're going to be visiting, if time permit, or maybe the class, we can be able to extend it. There's AutoGen Studio, right? You can create agents with that as well. There's a N8N workflow that we're going to be visiting today, right? So N8N is today, and the others will be for the other classes. Okay, so we'll distribute it. You have to learn how to create agents. You see, what you're doing with ChatGPT now, right? It is a model being trained to do certain tasks for you. All right, it is being trained with a bunch of data to carry out tasks, right? What if you now want it not to use its own knowledge, whatever it is being trained with? What if you are working with an organization and then the organization have their own data, or maybe they want a chatbot that they would just want to put on their website so that when user go there, they can easily answer questions, right? If you're using ChatGPT on your website, directly on your website as a chatbot, it will just be giving you a different suggestion of, values and all of that. But with autonomous agent, right? Autonomous agent chatbot, you can train it with your own knowledge, right? You can pass in knowledge, knowledge in terms of maybe an Excel sheet, a PDF file, any document at all, right? So, like I said, I was telling group of people, they're my colleagues. That was 2 days ago, yesterday or so, right? That in the 20s, there is people that are not using computer, people that are not doing anything on the computer. They are the one doing hard work. While people using computer are the one doing soft work. Do you believe that? Right? In Nigeria, we have the Malans, we have the Abukis. They are the eastern part of Nigeria. So those guys, they come around, they dig your well, they dig your borehole, they do the hard work, the hard labors, right? The bricklayers, they build your house. They are the one doing hard work. But people with computers going to the office, they are the one doing soft work. They are regarded as people doing soft work. Now, I will tell you for free that if you are using computer and you are not using AI, you are doing hard work. Do you get that? If you're using
Really?
computer, yes, and you are not using any form of AI to automate your
Ah,
work, to make your life simpler, you are doing hard work. And look at the lifespan of people doing hard work in the 20s, right? We are still in the 20s, anyways. So, but look at people doing, I'm saying like the early 20s, like the 2020, the 2021. Do you get? That's what I mean by that. So, look at the lifespan of them, like just look at their work span, right? These guys, they are the one. Good morning, sir. I was able to build, okay, I was able to build AI and deploy it. And I'm about to deploy it. That's great. That's good. That's good. That's impressive. Oluwa mu yemi. That's impressive. That's very great. So let me go back to what we're saying, right? Look at the lifespan of or work span of people that are doing the hard work as of then, the bricklayers and all of that. They are not really that regarded nowadays, right? You can't push them aside. Of course, they are still doing their own job. They are still important in the what's it called, in the work system. But let me tell you something. In like 5 years time, you're using computer without automating any form at all. You see, their own lifestyle, it is different. Their work ethics is different. But in our computer age, you're not using AI to automate particular things. You will be left aside. That is when you'll be hearing things like AI is coming to take your job. It is you are not using AI. It is you that is coming to take the job from. Do you get? And the employee will replace you with people that can use AI efficiently. So that's the difference. I want you to understand the 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 what decision you've been able to make in coming to this class, right? It's a great decision. It is the best. Guys, give yourself a round of applause. You have really done good for yourself because in I don't want to say 5 years time. 5 years time is a lot of time. In 6 months time, look back at today, you'll be like, wow, I make the best decision of my life. And then I believe we'll connect. We will reach out on LinkedIn. I'll see you doing great things in the world, right? So yeah, that is that on that. I just said I should like lay that foundation, tell you my mind, right? Uh, okay, okay. So Cynthia, the screenshot I spoke about, perhaps pop up. Okay, let me see. We'll look into this, Cynthia, real soon. All right. We'll look into it soon. Thank you. So now let's continue from where we stopped the last class. All right, we are looking at AI and ChatGPT. Then someone might ask, what is there more in ChatGPT that we want to look at? I mean, I thought we just look at everything. You see, there's what's it called? There's more to everything, right? Depends on where you see, how far you can see rather. There's more to everything. When you look deeper, you discover new things, you discover new ways of doing things. And the more you practice, the more you go on the platform as well. Even everything that I will be teaching on the class, this class right now, right? You realize that okay, I can even do this thing. Oh, I wasn't taught this. You see, that's why you have to keep on practicing and getting better at everything you do. Okay, so our agenda for the day is continuation on ChatGPT as number one, and cloud AI for developers, and intermediate prompt engineering. So the prompt engineers in the house, right? Please get ready, get pumped and ginger. Because I don't know, you can change it to your own currency. But there is a bonus for us, right? Let me see. Let me see. Think I put that somewhere here. I'm coming. Give me a minute. All right. So you cannot write a better prompt than me. I'm challenging us. All right. Don't look at the topic yet, but you have 5 minutes to win 10,000 naira. Okay. So there is money at the end of the program. You see, I'm June 30th, so my birthday is like in some days' time. So I'm celebrating my birthday and being happy with everybody. So you have a chance to win. I don't know, convert it to your currency. How much that is, as little or as anyhow it is. Just take it like that. It's a giveaway. So yeah, be get ready. The prompt engineers get ready to cash out, right? So now we'll do vibe coding. What we'll be doing now is developing a SaaS application. I understand that you've done a little bit on vibe coding, but can you deploy it? Right? I know you can preview it, you can have a link to preview it, but can you deploy it so that other people can use? Can you deploy it to your own custom domain, right? So that you can have maybe your name for my name as an example now, olubenga.com, right? That is what I want it. I want to like personalize that application to be my own. Do you get? So we do a little bit more on that as well, right? And a bonus introduction to N8N, right? I will introduce us to the workflow, right? So we can set it up as well on our own PC. Now, N8N is expensive. That is what I want you to know. N8N is costly. It is expensive. You see, but there is a way you can run it locally. So we'll be looking at it locally as well. We'll be running it locally so that we can, use it for the sake of the class. So when you have, when your company wants to like automate anything, there is a lot of things you can automate with N8N. You can make the agent to do. You can even, don't worry. Once we get there, we'll cross that bridge, right? Don't let me go into details of anything. We will not leave here today. Now let's go to introduction of ChatGPT, right? Let me start by introducing the. I know we must have talked about it in the last section. We must have talked about the free, and the plus and the pro, right? So let me go and show my. So let me go. Yeah. So we have the free plan, we have the plus plan, and we have the pro, right? Currently, we are on the free plan, and that is what we'll be using for the class so that everybody will be carried along. Now, when you ask what is the benefit of the pro, you must have, have a taste of the benefit of the pro, of the plus at some point, where you'll be prompting the machine, where you'll be prompting the AI, and then you get a feedback that your credit has finished, that you can switch to um, another chat. You can create another chat to start with the lower version of ChatGPT, right? So those are, you know, some taste of why you need to be on the plus version. But then, is it really important to be on the plus version, right? I don't know. But for me, when I automate engines like this, I need to have a ChatGPT Pro version because I need to get their what's it called? Their API. I need to call their API on any autonomous agent I'm trying to build. So that is why I'm on the plus version. But I'm not using that on the core right now. But we'll see a preview of that in the N8N class that we'll be going through. All right. So we have the pro version as well, which is $200 every month. So you'll be like, what is the benefit? So we have this, and for the pro and plus, we have operators, right? It is not available on, so I don't think we need to like expatiate on that too much. We have project, it lets you to segment project as well. Now you can make your own GPT with the pro version and the plus version, and task. You can carry out tasks like you can tell it that send me an email or send me a reminder every 20 minutes for this coffee, right? Once you put that into ChatGPT, automatically you've connected your, or readily you've connected your email, right? Your email platform, you've connected it with your ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is just going to automatically create your calendar for you on your email and then send you an email notification just like that. Now that is um, ChatGPT working as an AI agent. Okay, so that is the pro and con, the pro and plus version and the free version of ChatGPT. Right now, the overview of key features that we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at search the web, write or code. We'll be looking at run deep search. We'll be looking at think longer, customize ChatGPT, and we'll be looking at I did not put that here. Let me just put ChatGPT. Sorry, GPT. Let me see. Browser, right? Extension, right? So we'll have that. All right, so we'll have that as well. We'll have this. We'll have to, you learn how to put all of this in place and the proper way to like use each and every one of this. Why you need to run a deep search, why you need to use think longer, customize your own GPT and all of that. So we might take it at random. Okay. Oh, all right. I did not even know we have overflow. Okay. So let me just clean this up. I think it is being covered at the other side. So we have it here as well. We have archive chart, use Canva, and we have Chat GPT browser extension. Okay. So yeah, that is few things I will be looking at with ChatGPT today, right? I know we've looked at some already, so I make sure I did not cover most of the things we'll be looking at of the last class. Okay. So we have search the web, right? Are we still with me, guys? Are we here? All right.
Yes,
We
sir.
have
Yes.
search the web. Okay. Search the web in ChatGPT. What is it? Why are you searching the web? I mean, ChatGPT, is he not knowledgeable to understand what you want? Right. So one thing I'll tell you for free is that ChatGPT is being trained. You must have heard it, right, from the last class that it was trained on what is it called, on a data set. There are a bunch of data set, there are a bunch of queries. Look at how long the internet has been in existence. Guys, just imagine how long the internet has been in existence. And every day you input something, you search for something. Who is Obama? Who is something? Who is can you tell me what is going on? Just imagine what each and every one of us is typing on the internet every day. Now, if it does not get what Obama is correctly, there are articles, there's Wikipedia to tell you who Obama is. There are, applications, the website to tell you who Obama is. And there's a lot of things out there to like help you know who this particular person is. All right. So these are all the things. Now, before I'm saying this, before the ChatGPT came into existence and all of that. You see, you yourself, you are the one, you are part of people that have trained this AI, that have contributed to the data used in training this AI. Do you believe that? You are part of the people you've contributed in the data to train this AI. At some point in time, you went on Google to look for uh, my date of birth. If my date of birth is this, does that mean I'm this? Does that mean I'm so so so? Do you get you have some questions in your mind that you've asked a couple of times, and those questions are being collected. All right, the solution, the solution you've provided, all of these solutions, there are people that wrote this out. This is not AI generated. People took their time, they sat down, they wrote this out. People are the one in charge of Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not like just collecting information. No, people wrote all of these things. People had to sit down and write things inside Wikipedia. All right, so now looking at, I mean, the amount of data that Wikipedia alone has, right? with everything, because I believe as of then, before AI and all of that, Wikipedia is like the most knowledgeable. If you're looking for anything, they'll tell you go to Wikipedia, right? Go on Google or go to Wikipedia. Do you understand? So now just look at the amount of data that this what's it called you have imputed so far, that you've been using what's it called, the internet. Just imagine the amount of data that you've imputed, the amount of queries, the amount of what is this, what is that, and then you're telling it the solution. You're saying that if I'm going to my house, when I pass through uh, Ikeja and take roundabout, what you're telling it a location, you're giving it a location. It is taking all of that input. It is understanding that, okay, if you're at Ikeja, there's a roundabout then. Do you understand? So all of these queries, all of this data is being collected. You're part of people that have contributed to the data. So now imagine being trained. Now they now took all those data to train the AI, right? So that is everything that it knows now has been given to it. I'm telling you why you need to use search the web, and it is under the tools here. You can see it under here. When you click on the tools here, you see search the web. Okay, you see search the web. So when you click on, all you have to do is to click on it and activate search the web. Then everything you'll be looking for is going to get it directly from the web. All right, it's going to get it directly from the web. Now, getting it directly from the web doesn't mean that okay, I mean it's ChatGPT, is it not knowledgeable too? So there's what we call static data and dynamic data, right? AI is being trained. They've used a data to train AI. So the data are not changing. Well, developers are changing it at the back end, the AI agent and all of that. They are doing their work at the back end. But then maybe you want to get the current information. If I'm not using search the web now, and I want to know the price of naira to dollar as of today, I might not get something accurate as me using search the web. So I hope we're getting, it is like you're picking a current thing, like when you go to, let's say, uh, what, how much, how much is dollar to naira today, right? So this is giving a real-time information. This is generating a real-time information, like today, this is the amount that dollar is being sold to naira, to Nigeria naira, right? So now I've clicked on search the web, right? Let's now use the same question. Let's ask the same question. Maybe we're going to get the same answer, right? So let's go search the web. You can see searching the web. All right. So it is going to get you now. It is going to cite. Look at what it did. It is going to, because you use search the web. All right. It is citing where the informations are coming from. You can as well click on it from xe.com. This is the rate. For wise.com, this is the rate. For remitly.com, this is how much dollar is, and this is like promotional, right? For ngnrate.com. Do you get? When I click on all of this, it's going to take me to the platform where it gets this from. So search the web as well is very important when you're making your research, right? Maybe you're writing your um your article, you're doing something that is like of the currently related articles and all of that. You want to make sure that you're getting your information in real time as well, not just using ChatGPT knowledge alone, right? And if you want to use both knowledge, you can now prompt it and say use the web tool, right? Using this alone, let me quote it for us. Use the web tool. I'm not picking from, look at it. I've like, now let me cancel it so that you can see. I'm not using the search the web anymore. I'm using use the web tool because I want to use ChatGPT knowledge and the web tool as well. Okay, so make sure you, now there's something we call keywords in prompting. We'll go to prompt engineering real soon. So, but there's what we call keywords in prompting. All right, we'll look at that too. So you want to use these keywords when the ChatGPT sees something like this, Web 2, it understands that, oh, okay, you're trying to let me use the web and as well use my knowledge. All right, because you're not specifying that it should go and search the web for you. Okay, so I hope I've been able to establish that fact. Okay, yeah, Madam Cynthia. So what I wanted you to do, right, on the platform on where you are right now. So I wanted you to click on share. You see share here. When you click on this share, click on it, you see a pop-up, share public link to chat. You can copy that link, right? Once you copy that link, you can now come to our chat and then you paste it. Are you there? So you paste it so that I can see your chat real time. I can even query your chat. I can even, add things to it, get something out of it. So when you click on my chat now, you will see exactly what I've been, what I'm doing right now. Okay, so that is one thing you have to do as well, so that another people can collaborate on your, well, it will not show real time, right? Whatever you will be doing, anybody that click on the link now, whatever you will be doing will not show real time. I will not be able to see it, right? But I mean, you can as well just continue do your own thing through my chat. All right, so yeah, that is that. So now we talked about chat, we've talked about that. Now let's pick the next one, write or code, right? That's the next two on our agenda. So we have write or code. So why are you using write or code? Now, write or code let ChatGPT generate essay, social media posts, emails, or production ready code in language like HTML, JavaScript, or Python, right? And instead of staring at a blank page, you give ChatGPT clear instruction on tone, format, and functionalities, and it deliver a first draft you can refine. All right. Please give me 1 second. All right. All right. I'm back, guys. How are we doing? Are we following along? We have not. Are we still with me? Are we still with me? All right. Are we there? Anybody?
Yes, we're with you. Yes, we're with you.
Okay. All right. Great. Great. Amazing. All right. So, what I was saying, write or code. Now, like I said, we're happy to generate a structure. When you use write or code, that means you want to start writing custom code and all of that. But we'll use this write or code together with uh, a tool that I call use Canva. So we'll touch it together with this. Use Canvas. Let me use Canvas. All right. Use Canvas. We'll touch it together with that. So let's hold on to that for a minute. We'll hold on to it for a minute. But yeah, that is the overview of that. You already know how to use to write code with ChatGPT. You already know how to get it out. You already know how to preview it and all of that. But then let's look at what it does. Now, run deep search. Now, why is run deep search very important? If you want to write your thesis or your projects, your reports, you want to cite something from the web, you want to, they say you should have a citation, like a backup, something backing up what you really want to talk about. Okay, so you use run deep search. Run deep search will go more deeper. It will make sure it looks for uh every area that the topic is being talked about. It will look at now. The benefit of run deep search is it will do search the web job for you. It will use its own knowledge. It will even search deeper on its own knowledge. All right. It will look deeper on its own knowledge. It will, you see, it will do a lot more for you. Okay, so that is why search the web is very important as well. So yeah, no, run deep search rather. Run deep search is important as well. So for our query, let's say we have, let's prompt it to do certain things for us. Let's just prompt it real quick. So we have, let's say create, or let's say, no, let's say write a 150 words paragraph. Okay. On improved efficiency using simple terms and citing your source. So run deep search might take us a little bit of time. So let's just run it. It is going to think for, oh, okay. Could you please clarify the context of improve? For example, are you referring to? Yes, let's just go ahead with that. Okay, so now it has started its own thing, right? It might take a couple of times depending on your topic, but then you can take it from me that it is definitely going to worth it, right? So yeah, that is that for that. Let's just create a new chat so that while that runs, you can as well you can see it is running, then you're on another chat, so you can still do your thing and get on with it. Now think longer is more like run the search. Now, what you did earlier, Madam Cynthia, have you been able to share your link, please? Have you been able to share the link with us? Okay, great. So what you did earlier, let me paste it here. So I'm going to see everything that's your prompt, how you create it, how you structure your prompt and all of that. I hope we can all. I mean, wait before I show that. Is it okay if I share? I mean, is it okay? But is it okay if I share that? Should be, Madam Cynthia. Oh, okay. She is muted. Please unmute her, please. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
All right, I'm with you, ma'am.
You
Is
can
it okay?
share. Just scroll
Okay.
up, scroll up.
Okay. All right. All right. Great. All right.
Scroll
Thanks.
up, scroll up, scroll up.
It's just I
Aha,
mean,
this is it. This
questions.
is it.
Okay.
Scroll
This
down
is
a
what you
bit.
want to get out.
Yeah, scroll down a bit. You'll see where the PDF.
Okay. Okay.
Scroll down.
Okay.
I
Oh
see the
no.
available full. Yes.
No, yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You wanted the link to download. We'll get to that. I'm just asking that is it okay to share the prompt
Yes,
with
sir.
every okay. All right, great. All right. We'll get to that downloading link, right? We'll know why it is not working. I'll tell you why and what you should do differently, right? So now looking at this now, she made a statement that she asked the ChatGPT to give us certain things, right? When getting that, now the first thing is she got that thing, and then she queried it that according to this thing that you've given me, that you've been able to get out of it, right? That you've been able to like provide for me. Now do another thing on it. That is what we call chain of thought. That is a step-by-step process, a step-by-step through. That is what we call think longer. Now, instead of doing all of that, right, taking a step by step, you can as well use think longer. We have it right here on our tool, right? When you go to the tool, there's think longer. All you have to do is to click on it. Reason, think longer, right? It is going to give you a step by step guide on what you want. All right. Now, if you still don't want that step by step, if you're not satisfied with the step by step, that's when you now take it to a more complex chain of thought, because you're still using think longer to like query the chat. So the more it thinks longer, the more it provides you with a better way of, doing things and all of that. All right. So we're not going to use think longer because this is using, but yeah, I just want to state that further. It is available. You can use it to query your steps, to give you a step by step, a step by step uh, plan. Now, if your step by step does not meet your criteria, you can as well adjust it, right? It's just you keep on reprompting, you prompt again, you prompt again. That is chain of thought. So I've been able to establish the understanding for think longer, right? Right, we have two exercises for think longer. You can ask the ChatGPT. You'll be provided this, so you please make sure you practice with this. Right,
Mr. Winger,
practice with
your
this.
network is
So
breaking.
I don't want to like use most of our time to come up with. We have vibe coding. We have,
Are you there, Mr.
oh,
Winger? Your network
yeah, I'm
is,
here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
yes, okay, it's all right now.
Okay, give me a minute, please. All right. Can we still hear me now? Am I? Is it better?
Yes,
I
it
can
is.
hear you, sir.
Okay, but is it better? Is it better than before?
Yes, it is.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling my attention to that. God bless. So yeah, now the real deal. This is one thing I want everybody on the call to do. If I mean we've already done the first class on ChatGPT, so I want everyone to do this, right? Please and please, when you it is like I'm on the call now. Like I just come on the call. I didn't tell you my name. I they did not tell you what I do, and I started the class. You don't know my name. You don't know what I do, right? You don't know how they didn't sing my praises like they did earlier, okay? And then you'll be like, can this guy deliver? Right? It is like let me not use myself for an example. Let's use a bricklayer for an example, right? You have the bricklayer, you have not seen anything that he has built. He's not even looking tattered. He's wearing tie and tie and suit. He's putting on tie and suit, and then you can't really tell who the person is, right? And then he's telling you that don't worry, we'll get your building done in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? How do you want to do it? That's the question that you're going to ask. All right. So now what we've been doing since morning now is because it's a new chat on my other chat, right? On my other account, I have a couple of them here. So what I do is that I have a lot of accounts. Look at it, right? And all of these accounts, they are running on ChatGPT one way or the other, right? I have ChatGPT open on one or the other. Do you understand? So that is for me though. That is my own practice. So, but what I do is that I go on here, the customized GPT, right? You come to your account, you click on your account, and you click on customize. It is very important because Madam Cynthia, that she's trying to build or maybe use it for her thesis, right? I don't know what is the. Now let me pick it abstract. Let me look at the prompt. Okay, our PhD. Yeah, I get that correctly. For our PhD, right? And she's trying to use the what's it called for a PhD. Now, you're just giving it prompt. You're prompting the ChatGPT to do certain things for you. You haven't told the ChatGPT who you are, right? So it is going to tell you what it thinks, All right, it's going to just give you a rough sketch of what I think is like this is this. Okay, but when you tell it who you are, when you give a description of what you want to do, now you click on customize ChatGPT. When you click on customize ChatGPT, first thing first is going to ask you for your nickname so that you guys can address each other properly. So call me Aegis, right? So what do? Uh, software. You can say I am a software engineer. That is for me. I mean, in Madam Cynthia side of the thing, she is definitely going to say I'm a PhD student. Give a context of what you are about. All right. So, what trait should ChatGPT have? You want to now, the trait is, do you want it to sound professional? You can as well use the what's it called that we have here. Do you want it to sound Gen Z? Do you want it to be poetic? Do you want it to be a forward thinker? I believe in Madam Cynthia's side of the thing, she wanted to be a forward thinker and she wanted to be professional, right? She wanted to maybe friendly, I don't know, right? You can as well write all of that out. But yeah, this is one. You can click take a forward thinking view, right? Do you want it to be encouraging? If you don't want any of this, you can, let it show you another one. You can click use a formal or professional tone. And if any of it is still not there, you can as well just give it your own what you want. All right. You can write as long as you want. You can say, I want you to, or, for in my own sake now, I select software engineer, a software engineer, right? I'm a software engineer. Be an expert software developer, right? I'm not done because my own is a bit much. Be an expert. Okay, I can just put everything together. Let me just put everything together. Software developer, comma, DevOps engineer, comma, system engineer, right? Do you see? It's like go on and on. You can put your traits you want the ChatGPT to have. If you want it to be smart, if you want it to be more professional, you can put all of these things there. Now, anything else should ChatGPT know about you? This is where you now go ahead and say, I am building a. You can go ahead and say, I'm building a SaaS application, SaaS application for you can go ahead and specify the application you are building. This is for me in terms of being a software engineer. But regardless of who you are and what you're doing, right, you want to make sure that you fill all of this in, right, by telling it that okay, you are a PhD student, you're writing your thesis, you are doing certain things. You want to make sure this is your topic, right? Very important. You want to state your topic. You want to state why you're doing this, why you need to. You can even state that you want to get a good grade, or you're a student, you're in the uni, you want to write your project, and this is your project topic. You're doing it so that you can get 5.0 over 5.0 in your CJP. Be contextual enough. Give as much context as possible. Let ChatGPT understand that okay, okay, I can understand you, I can feel you. Please, moderator, please let me know when it is time for our break. Okay, so I don't keep people too much. Right. I hope we are doing this already.
Actually, it's
Okay.
time for a break. The break
Oh,
should be from 11:30 to 12. So maybe
okay.
we can just do 11:40 to 12:10, 30
Okay.
minutes.
All right. All right. That would be great. Sorry,
Mm,
guys.
all right.
All right. All right. I hope we are doing this already, guys. I hope we are setting it up already. Anybody? Madam Cynthia?
On it, sir.
All right. Great. 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 It is very important. Guy
Hello, sir.
option. Guy
Hello,
opinion,
sir.
rather. Hello,
Hello,
ma.
sir.
Who is that?
Please, where did you click the options to I mean the options to customize the chat GTP?
Okay, so let me go back. I'm coming. Let me finish setting this up, right? I'm coming. I'll show us real quick. So now we can come to the advanced. Now you can now tell it that in all of these things that you've been able to tell ChatGPT, you can now specify that I want you to go to the web as well. I want you to use code. I mean, definitely I'm going to use code, right? I want you to use Canvas. I want you to use advanced voice. I don't really need advanced voice. Advanced voice is here. You know, instead of writing, you can just use voice to speak to your chat. But in my own sake, I don't need advanced voice. So I'm going to check out of it. And I want it to apply to a new, enable for a new chat, right? So let me click save, right? And that is it. So let's now where I clicked. So you can come here, right? This is it. And you come to customize ChatGPT. You click on that, your own logo icon. If you're using your phone, I don't know how it is going to look on your phone. Let me see the phone version of this ChatGPT. Come in. Okay, so this is the phone version. This is meant to be the phone version, right? Let me enable this a little bit longer. Okay, so I believe you have to click here, yeah, and come to this side and click on it, and then you see customize GPT. All right, did you get that? In case you're using your phone for it. So that is that for that as well.
All right, Mr. Winger, just
All
to
right,
remind you again,
yeah.
it's
So
11:40 now.
all right, we'll hold off on that, please, guys. Make sure that you've get all of that sorted, and yeah, thank you so much. Let's go for our break. Let's have a fun time.
So we'll be going for our tea break right now, and we'll be coming back to the class by 12:10. 12:10.
Are we on break?
Yes, you're on break right now.
Okay, thank you. Please, when are we coming back?
By 12:10, 12:10.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome back, sir. On my own part, I just take a stroll. I didn't actually
It's
take tea
true. Uh,
around.
I guess as
So,
much. But don't be surprised when some people tell you that they have to like make turn a quick nap. Okay, okay, that's good. Oh, that will be a very quick nap because the minute, yeah. Well done, Madam Cynthia. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So let me see if we can. Okay. Okay. We can see me. So let me remove my shade, but I need to block the light from reflecting. All right. So we ask for my face. Here is my face. Right. So let's go ahead. All right. Thank you for having me. All right. Can we see my screen?
Yes, your screen is
Yes, you
visible.
can see.
Please, is my voice very clear? I want to make sure of that.
Yes, your voice.
yes, we are getting you clearly. Heaven first.
Hello? Clear. Okay. All right. Great. Great. Moderator, what do you think?
Yes, you're good.
Clear enough. Okay. Thank you. All right. Amazing. All right. Okay. So now let's go back to our customized ChatGPT before going to the prompting, right? I'll tell you what prompting is. We already know what prompting is. We have been doing what prompting is, right? The little question and answer that you're doing on the internet, that's prompting. So on the ChatGPT interface, right? That's prompting. So yeah, that's great. You're doing amazing, good. So keep it up. Now, but are we done with customized ChatGPT? Have we been able to customize our own ChatGPT, right? Okay. Guy opinion, real boats. Okay. Stated. Madam Cynthia, there are a lot of people on the call, but these are the people that are answering questions and all of that. So it's make it easier for me to like call them, right? I can see Temitope Komalafe. I think I've come across that name before, maybe in AI class, right? Automation class. So you know, we have a lot of people on the call. Ore, okay, so but these are the people that are responding, that are answering questions. So it's made it easier for me to just call them, right? Sorry, I need to conserve my battery. Okay, great. All right, so let's move away from here. I hope we've been that it will be of great help going forward when you need to like come up with anything like that. You see the reason why you need to like set all of this up properly. Okay. And Madam Cynthia, after customizing your ChatGPT, right, you will see changes in your PhD, your thesis, information that will be given out, right? It is going to mainly focus on everything you've set up to customize it as. It won't deviate out of it. It won't give you friendly or cheesy words. It will always be professional. If you set it to be professional, it will always be professional. It won't laugh with you. There's no time for play, right? So more like that. All right. So that is that for the customized ChatGPT. Now, being able to do that, we're going to have the slide soon. So now, you see, on ChatGPT, one thing I want us to understand is that ChatGPT, right? We have a lot of what's it called? GPTs under ChatGPT. Look at this side. You can see GPTs. We have a lot of them. Now, depending on what you want to do. Now, this is a general tab. This is a general Canva, a general interface that we're going to be seeing. Everybody is going to see this, right? Once you come on ChatGPT, if you don't instruct it to do certain things, it is just going to show you this. All right. But there are more to ChatGPT. It is like you're using, it is like your what can I say? What can I use for an instant? What can I use for an instant? Okay, you have a basket full of fruit, different kind of fruit, banana, orange, uh, just name it, apple. They are inside this basket, right? So you have to shuffle. If you want to pick banana, you have to like shake or turn around the fruit to pick exact one that you want. Okay, that is more like what we have right here. Now, ChatGPT in this sense is the basket. Now, what you want is then what you now write in. You are trying to shake it to give you what exactly you're trying to get out of it. Okay, but what if you have a basket that is only full of banana? I mean, it makes your job easier, is it not? Where you can just dip your hand into and pick out banana anytime you want. You're certain that it is banana that is going to come out of this basket. Do you get that? So that is more like GPTs. Now, GPTs is they have simplified things under GPTs, right? In the sense that let me click on it. Now I've clicked on it, right? Can we see is it happening real time for everybody?
Yes, I'm seeing
I'm on
GPTs.
the GPT interface. Is it happening real time for everybody?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, yes. All right. Sometimes I might not be able to come back and check my chat. So at every interval, you can just, let me know if you're not seeing certain things. Okay. So I might not be able, I'm on this slide, I'm not on that chat. I might not be able to look into your chat to just do well to unmute your mic and just say certain things if I lost you or we are not communicating well. All right. Let's keep opening. All right. So on ChatGPT now, on the GPTs, now, like I said, a basket that is only full of bananas. Now, this is where you pick. Now, for Madam Cynthia, right, writing her PhD thesis, what you want to do, it is writing, right? Why using ChatGPT, the old ChatGPT, when you can just, I mean, it is great for you to use the ChatGPT, right? Since you've already customized it to do certain things for you. So that is another way as well, right? Customizing it will as well give you everything regarding this particular thing, the particular line you set for it. But there is a better way. Why not combining the two, right? Why you come to GPTs, come on writing now, where you can now pick from the full of like writings. Do you want AI humanizer like the context, everything you'll be giving AI, the content, everything. We make sure that it is not writing in an AI dictatable way. You see, they can dictate that it is AI that writes this thing. But when you're using humanizer, right, it will help you to bypass all of that, whereby maybe they are checking it against any AI, they are checking your, what's it called? Your writing against any AI thing, right? It will always pass. It will always pass. Like it will not dictate it. It will pass that, okay, I know this is human written, right? This is one thing you can use. These are another things. This is writing assistance, right? To improve your grammar, spellings, and enhance clarity, refining tones, and suggesting improvement. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that there are people, they sat down and they came up with these GPTs. Now, that is part of the pro futures that we have when I was talking about the free version and the plus version. You can see make GPTs. Now you can make GPTs as well. All you have to do is to be good and be great at prompting. We'll talk about prompt engineering. That might take us about 30 minutes or so, right? Talking about it because that is the beginning of everything at all. Anything you want to do. Prompting engineering is important. You want to set up an autonomous agent, you have to be great at prompting. Because if your prompt is not good, then you're going to get a bad result, right? This is the language that the what's it called? The agent or AI understand, artificial intelligence. That is the language they understand. All right. So yeah, that is for productivity. You can see it here. You can click here to see more options, right? You will see more options where you see the presentation and diagram generator. If you want to, let's say code, right? Let's just enter code. You can see code pilot, code GPT for writing. Now AI code dictator. We have code Java, the type of scripting language you want. This is Python code expert. When you click on it and you query them, now you can, when you click on it, it will say start a chat, right? You click on start a chat. Now, this is mainly for the what's it called, Python code. That is all. Everything is on Python code. You can't query this. You can query it as well to get you other things, but I mean you're on code now. Everything, because I'm a software engineer, I'm trying to come up with a SaaS application. So, and I want to code with Python. I'm definitely going to be using this GPT for my functions. All right. So let me just prompt it. I will just use a random prompt. We are not going to go more deeper. We'll go more deeper in prompt engineering, right? So let me prompt it to develop a snake game, right? Let me just run the code. Okay, try I okay, food, game board, game engine, make loops and tickets. let me let me prompt it again. So the thing with this particular GPTs, right, is that when you're using free version, they tends to like exhaust your credit real fast, right? Where you need to like go back and set another credit and all of that. So I'm not going to prompt the GPT too much. Now it has been able to generate code that we can run perfectly. But then I wanted to use Canva. So that's what I was trying to like edit on my prompt. But I think we should not use this right now because we're using the free version, and to cover everything on the course, I don't want to like exhaust what we have. So let's just go ahead with the old interface. Now you can see good to see you ages. That is my name because that is what I've been able to customize the ChatGPT to be. You can see, right? Okay, so it is going to everything that it will be doing. It will be personalizing it for you. All right, so let's go ahead. That's that on ChatGPT. On the GPTs, right? You can make sure to check it if you need to write your thesis or madam. I hope that is clear, right? So from the GPTs, now explore and build. Now we can only explore as of right now because we have a free version of it, right? So when you want to create, you see, this is where you click on create, where you get the plus to create and share your own GPTs. Now you have to go to the plus, you have to get the plus version to be able to create your own GPTs, right? So yeah, that is that. Now the libraries, here is the libraries. whatever image, if you're prompting, if we prompt this AI now, we're going to do a prompting. I think there's a bonus prompt on the slide as well. We're going to input it where we'll get an image of a cartoonish like of, ourselves, right? Anybody, you can send your picture. Anybody can send his or her picture, right? You just send it down, send it onto the chat for now. Guy opinion, please send your picture, right? Send it on the chat. I just want to use it for demonstration real quick, right? We're going to go through that as well. This is the library. This is where you get to see all of your what's it called, your images, right, displayed to you. Now you can even ask to turn any idea into image, visualization, or diagram, right? Because we don't have anyone right now, we can describe an image and then it will get it for us. All right, but that is where you get to see your libraries. That's where you get to see your images and all of that. Okay, this is search your chat. If you have multiple chats here, you can just search it. And we have archive chat as well, right? I think I covered that here. So if you're done with a particular this archive chat, right? If you're done with a particular thing, okay, this is what it has been able to get for us from the um, research that we clicked on. So it went online, making citation of, ShopRite, Shopify rather. This is news.microsoft. Shopify is getting its sources, is making sure that it make its own thorough search. It's not just picking it randomly from what it has been able to, what they have trained it with. It is using its own, it is making its search appropriately, right? So yeah, it is that for this. Now to archive our chat, we want to archive it. We're done with this chat. We want to keep our chat clean and neat, right? Or let me archive this for an example. For instance, let's just archive this for instance. We have, so you come here on this three dotted icon, you click on it and you click archive, right? It is going to send it to archive. It is taking it away from here. Or maybe you have a chat you want to hide. Maybe you want to show someone your chat and then you want to hide it, or maybe you're done. In most cases, it's because you're done with a particular chat. That's why you need to archive it. So, and if you want to get the archive again, you just click here, go to your settings, right? Come under, look at, okay, we'll talk about how you can connect your Google Drive as well, right? The personalization is more like where you can see your customized ChatGPT. You can manage your memory as well, right? And this is the data control center where you can see all your archive chats. You can delete all your chats, you can export it, you can manage your shared link. I think I copied the link, I shared it with us. I can manage that link here, right? I can delete that link, I can revoke it from nobody saying it. Once I click on delete, anybody that click on that link will not be able to enter, will not be able to see the link I shared anymore. All right, here you can manage the link you share to people, right? Archive chats, here you can see the archive chats. When you click on manage, you will see the chats are archived, the snake game. Now it is right here. You can unarchive it, right? Or you can even delete it completely out of your inbox when you're done with it. Okay, it is great. It is great to do all of these things because the memory that you have been uh, given by ChatGPT, because you're using a free account, the memory that it gave you, right? You might exhaust it with time, right? I think on one of my accounts, I've exhausted the memory. Now everything I type or everything I say are not saved. Do you understand? They are not saved into its memory. Now memories are how ChatGPT remember that. Okay, now if I create a new chat, memories, I just want to talk about memory real quick. It is not covered, but I don't know, maybe it was covered last section. Was it covered last session? Don't let me disturb us too much so that we can go into the real deal. Yes? Okay. All right. All right. So for now, let me take this one instance for an example. Okay, this is your chat. Now, all you have to do so that ChatGPT still remember that this is the conversation you want to like feed on later on. when you're making a new chart. Now, this is an old chart. Now we're done with this chart. Now we want to create a new chart and ask the same thing, right? First thing you have to do, right, so that ChatGPT can save this into its memory, you can say save, you can tell it to save this into your memory. You see updated saved memory. Now, if you go to another chart, let's now go to another chart. When you click on another chart, you've saved that because it is important to you and you want to use it going forward. Now, when you now click on another chart and then you want to query it, what was the last price, or what was the last price, or last rate you told me for dollar to naira, right? So it is going to, I don't have the memory of our previous charts unless it is a current chart section. If you have, okay, check your memory. I currently don't have the memory of the past. Okay, let me see what we've been able to save. That is new. That is really new. Let me go to manage memory. Now you can click on manage memory to see the memory that has been saved. Let's see what we have saved. Okay. Want to save a 150. Oh, okay. Inference. Okay, this is what it has been able to save. The 150 inference on 150 paragraph of efficiency. Okay. That is the title. Okay, let me go back. Can you elaborate on the 150 paragraph for the that you saved in your memory? Okay. All right. So now it cites the sources like usual. So this is it, right? According to what we have earlier. So it saved the last, it saved this what we have, this give a 150, right? So one thing I want you to do as well is that when you're using a particular chart, right? On this chart, what did we do? We started with how much is dollar, right? And then we're taking it through a topic, another topic entirely. So don't be like this. Make sure that your chart is for a particular reason, right? So that you can have a structure of your chart going forward. Do you understand? So don't be like this. Make sure that your chart, if you want to query your chart, as I asked for the dollar prices and all of that, you can go ahead and make sure that everything regarding this chart, this particular chart that you've opened, is for the dollar prices. Now you can now go ahead to open another chart. You can open as many charts as possible. You can create a new chart as much as possible. So make sure you open it and then you query another, you prompt it to give you another thing entirely. So you can have it structured. All right. So that will help you as well to be a great a power user on ChatGPT. All right. So if you have any question, guys, please, you can see we have a lot of messages already. Just, let me know anytime. Let me know anytime. All right. So that I carry everybody along as well. All right. So we are done with that. We are done with that. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Now let's talk about the use of Canva. Right. Now, use of Canva. Let's write a custom code. Let's just try something. Let's let ChatGPT give us something. Okay. Let me create a new chat. Now I want to tell it that now why is use Canva? We'll see why use Canva is important, but then we'll start with code writing. So I want a website for students under the age of 15. It is for a school called uh, Train Me. Train Me. You can put that into now. Okay. Give me a landing page. Now I'm done with the prompt now. This is not a great prompt, but I'm just giving us a rough sketch. Now, the next thing I want to do is use a keyword. Don't forget what I said earlier. There are certain keywords that ChatGPT understand. I said that in our first section. There are certain keywords that ChatGPT understand, and use Canva is one of them. You say use Canvas. Oh, sorry, Canvas. All right. When you click OK, it is going to open the Canva. You see? Now, because we have a keyword that says use Canva, now we have this in Canva format. Now, things you can do with Canva is that you will see if you don't want this, all of this happening, you can as well query it to say, you can keep on following up with your code, your line of code. I mean, with ChatGPT and other code generator AI, right? Code generating AI, you don't even need to know how to code, right? These are just normal text. Just keep on reading what is inside. That is what you need to do, right? Don't bother yourself. If you don't like the wordings, you can tell it to change this, and you can even change it from here as well, right? Look at it. You can change it. If you don't want this, you can as well just change it, right? If you don't want what is being called. And here is where you can preview your output. Now, because we are using code, we can as well preview what it is going to look like. When you click on preview, it is going to load the page for you. All right. It is doing its thing. All right. So this is a page right here. Okay, which I can share my Canva with anybody. Let me just copy the link. Now I'm sharing the Canva. You see, it is different from sharing that chat link. Now this is a Canva link. I'm sharing my Canva link with us. Now this is what that's been able to come up with. Welcome to Train Me, a fun and learning place for students under the age of. I didn't give it all of this, but it felt like it needed to. Now this link is not clickable. This get started is not clickable. Now you can now go further and tell it that I want the get started button. It is just the name. Just follow along with the name. Get started button to take me uh to a login page or register page, right? When you prompt it, it will still do its thing, right? So let me share this the Canva in the chat room. Okay. Let me exhaust all of this. Can we still hear me though?
Yes, we can
Are we
hear
still in
you.
class? Are we still with me, guys?
You are very
Yes.
audible, sir.
We are with
All
you,
right.
sir. Mr. Gbenga, we are with you.
All right.
We
Thank you
are
so
with
much. I
you.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. So now we've been able to prompt the AI to get us to log in. Now it gave out error code, right? And how do you go ahead with error code? You always face error code. I mean, as a programmer, we face it every time. So how do you get out of it? All you have to do, you don't even know what it means, right? You don't know what this is. what you have to do, there is an error code in my error code rather. Let me go ahead. Code, sorry, in my console. Please fix it. That's just simple. Then you run it, right? To fix the error code you encounter, let's use, now it is telling you a solution, right? Make the necessary, because you don't know how to code, so I don't want to bother writing all of this myself. Adjustment, right? Now it will be the one to like do all of the adjustment for you. You can see as how it is reiterating over the lines of code and then taking it to you one after the other. And okay, so let's see what we have. Let's preview what we have been able to come up with. It is installing the package. We still have error code. We might be here till daybreak. So that is how you do this on ATM, on what's it called? On ChatGPT. It will be a back and forth conversation between us. Now, do we have another error code that is saying that you cannot read? Now, you still go ahead and say prompt, this is, I received this error code, or better still, you can just come here, copy the error code you receive, right? Copy it and paste it here. Tell it to fix it. Then that's how you get, information out. You just, keep on, what's it called, querying your data and all of that, querying the, what's it called, prompting the AI to give you a better result and all of that. And if you want to see previous your previous version, you can as well go back to the previous version. Let me back to the latest, or you can check this to show you the changes that he has been able to make, right? You can just go back to your previous version, preview it, see if the previous version is working. The previous version is working. So can just just keep on asking questions. Like I said, all you have to do is to use a keyword called use Canva. You can see use Canva, right? So that is the important part. That is what I want to talk about on use Canva. All right, so now we have okay, that is that. Now ChatGPT as a browser extension. I hope you're noting all of this down because it might be a lot to like, put together at once. So just try and note it down. If you can't practice it on the call right now, make sure you are noting it somewhere. You are jotting it down. Okay, this is what I'm going to try later. This is what I'm not going to try later. All right. So it is very important. So you can, let me create a new, now for browsers, if we are using a Chrome browser, right? Just click here. You'll see this icon here. When you hover it, you see extensions. And when you click on extension, you can just click on manage extension. You can click on manage extension. And when you click on manage extension, come to Chrome web browser. What do we want to do? We want to make sure that, okay, it is better I show you than I tell you. Let me show you. So after clicking on Chrome extension, right? Let's look for ChatGPT, GPT, okay, no, ChatGPT search, right? Okay, now this is it. This is from ChatGPT itself. So this is the one we're looking for. There will be a lot of them. A lot of people are doing similar things. So, but you want to make sure that you get this correctly, right? When you click on it, let me now add it to Chrome. Okay, let it do its thing. Let's wait for it to do its thing. Is my network slow? Come on now. Okay, it is here. So you click on add to Chrome. And then you see a prompt that says, do you want to add this to Chrome? And then you click OK. right? And why are we doing this? The benefit, what is the benefit of us doing all of this? You see it now, right? You see, before, let me go to our chat. Let me pin it outside so that we can see it. Now, before, what do we see? When you go to Chrome, when you go on this browser now, what will you see? You will see Google. Now, when you ask like this question we asked earlier from Google, it took us to Google directly, telling us that how much is dollar. But look at this now from your chart when you create a new from your Chrome extension. So when you create a new tab, immediately you create a new tab, and then let's ask the same question: how much is dollar today? Because we've enabled the chat Chrome, it is definitely going to take us directly into ChatGPT, right? Regardless of the question. Now, we are not using uh, ChatGPT as ChatGPT.com alone anymore. We are using this as an extension instead of Google. Instead of Google.com now, it is chat that you'll be using, right? Whenever you create a new tab, after you've enabled the chat button, right? If you have any question at all, you can say, I don't know, what is the name of the president of Cameroon? Cameroon, right? It is definitely going to take you into ChatGPT, right?
Cameroon.
It's good. Do you get? Yeah. So it's going to sort everything out for you, information in your chat where you can now continue, where you can say, and automatically it is picking the website. You can see which is enabled. You can see that is automatically enabled for you. All right. So it is advantage. It is in your advantage as well. If you want to, everything you want to do, you want it to be picking the knowledge directly. You see the difference between ChatGPT and Google.com, the normal Google.com that we use all day, and the Wikipedia is that ChatGPT will give you what you're looking for, but Google.com or Wikipedia will give you suggestion of what you might be looking for. Do you get that? It will give you suggestion like, okay, go here. When you click a link, you will see a link. ChatGPT will not do that. It will go into those links for you. It will go and extract that information. It will now cite that, okay, this is where I got that information from. This is what we are seeing right here, right? It went into wikipedia.org, search into wikipedia.org, find out the information we need, went into aa.com.rtr, right? Went into all of this application, lemonade.fr, thetime.co.uk. Do you get it? Went into all of these applications. You can see it's down here, it cited all these sources, right? It's make a link to them as well. So you can click on it to see the source where he got his information from, the citations and all of that, right? So these are what we have. So that is one of the important things you have to know. It is a good thing to have. It is a good um, practice as well,
Oh,
right?
sorry,
So
you have a message on the chat
on the group. Oh,
box.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I will query that person. Hmm? Please, how do you get to the interface where you install the extension? Okay, that's a question.
Okay, okay,
Click on the preview. Okay,
okay.
somebody click on the preview after the response. Please, where do you run the
Right.
code, sir? Who is that? AY, your mic is unmuted. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, please, how do you get to the interface where you install the extension? I believe that's a question I have. Mary, I'll query you because I said you should, ask your questions, just, unmute your mic. But I will understand if you're in a situation where you can't unmute your mic, right? So what I said is you go to extension. This you see an icon here, but just in case you did not see any icon here, you can click on this three dotted icon as well. Click on it. you will see where you see extension. You see, this is extension here, right here. And then when you click, when you over it, don't even click on it yet. Over it, you see manage extension. If you want to manage your extension, now you can visit Chrome Web Store to download your extension. This is where I went to. So, but in my case, I went through here and then on the platform, I click on visit Chrome extension. But yeah, you can just click on this three dotted icon. When you click on this three dotted icon, you can click on visit Chrome browser, web Chrome browser, right? When you click on this, it's going to take you to Chrome browser where you can search. This is the interface. It's going to take you there where you can search for chats, GPT search. Let me copy this and send it onto the chat. Okay. All right. So we have, I think I've queried it already. Okay. Mary, are you still following us? Okay. I think I have not. So yes, here it is, right? And you see this particular one. This one is the one you want to download, right? This one is the one you want to download. Let me do this. This one is the one you want to download. There's a chat. Let me see. All right. Oh, it is not pasting. All right, but that is the one you want to download. You can take a screenshot real quick. Just take a screenshot for yourself. Take a screenshot for yourself. All right. From here,
You
we're
can
going to
share
prompt.
the chat. You can
You
copy the
see?
link so that it's open. And so you can send the
Okay.
link to the chat too.
All right. All right. That's great. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. All right. So you can just go through that, but make sure you click on this particular one, right? Make sure you click on this particular one. Okay. All right. So that's that for that. And if you want to, if you don't need it anymore, if you don't want it to, keep disturbing you, you want to still use your Google, right? Maybe after you've downloaded, you still want to use your Google. Sometimes you just want to use ChatGPT only on ChatGPT interface. You can just come here on this three dot icon, just click on manage extension. When you click on manage extension, you see where you can now uncheck it, right? Now it is gone. You can come here anytime under my extension and click on ChatGPT search to enable it whenever you want it. But right now, we are back into our Google. So when you try and type something, uh, who is the president of Cameroon, right? It's going to bring all of this for you. All right, where you need to now go into it and start looking for information. Okay, so that is that for that. So that's for the extension. All right, so let's go to where we win money today. So yeah, I thought of something, right? Moderator, is there a lot of people on the call that haven't paid for their what's it called, the program yet, right? I believe in naira it is 10,000 naira, and maybe the same is equivalent to other currencies as well, right? So if now I'm giving out how much? I'm giving out how much? How much? 10,000 naira. Win 10,000 naira. In 5 minutes, you have a challenge. You have a challenge. You cannot prompt. You cannot write a better prompt than me. That is the challenge. I can tell you vividly that you cannot write a better prompt than me, but you have just 5 minutes to win 10,000 naira, and you have to come up with a better prompt for this particular question, right? Are we noting it down already? Are we trying the project, right? Are we trying this out? So start writing out, start prompting your ChatGPT, right? Write a better prompt. That's what I want. I want a better prompt from you. And you are going to share your chat. That's one thing. If you want to win the money, you share your chat. If you're using ChatGPT to write a better prompt for you for this particular topic, then you see you're trying to use AI to beat AI, right? But you are going to share your chat because I want your raw and your genuine chat. That is how you win the money. Okay. So we only have 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes is too much. Let's do 2 minutes. Let's do 2 minutes. 5 minutes is too much. We get it in 5 minutes. I wanted to get it over. I still don't. You see, I still don't want it to. This is like maybe 100 Ghana cedis, right? And I don't know how much it is in Cameroon Sefa, right? So but yeah, it's some amount where you can use to pay for, in case the winner haven't paid for the class yet, we are going to use it to pay for the class, right? And if you want it as cash as well, it will be forwarded to you. So yeah, this is a challenge for everybody. Let me see. Are we on it, guys? Or should I
I,
go to the chat?
I
Should I
can
go back to the chat?
I cannot I cannot see I cannot see clearly.
Okay. Okay, don't worry. Let me just copy it and paste inside the chat. Sorry. All right. So I'm telling you vividly that you cannot write a better prompt than me. Right? Let me see. Oh, some people are already coming up with. Okay, yeah, it is. Right? So we have Mary. Oh, guy said we don't know who is ruling Cameroon presently. So these guys are giving us rubbish, Abby. Oh, Onyedika, I can't find ChatGPT on web store to get it. All right, you have to visit the web store and download it from there. So you can follow the link, this particular link here. Let me see, is there an option to pin it? Is there an option to pin it? Okay, there's no option to pin it. So you can follow that to, you know, get your information. All right, so Mary have one for us. Now our time has already started. Okay, so from the time I posted this is 1 p.m. and we at 1:01 already. So let's see what we have. Let's see what we have, guys. Let's see what we have. The plan should consider regional. You have to share your chart actually. So put this your prompt inside your chat GPT and share your chart. So the plan should consider regional access across and freelancing. Workers across. Okay, I see you. Please include plant key benefits and a user-friendly experience for. Okay, let's see other people. Let's see what we have. Anybody else? Now our time is up. All right, don't let us waste too much. Okay. Oh, okay. Harrison is in. Harrison is in. Moderator, please, can you collate all of this for me, please? The this informations, this links, can you collate it for me? Right, please do that. Collect it inside a Word document for me and put their name as well, please. I'm begging. GPT as a procurement, okay? Please, I'm begging. Okay. Ajibola, all right. All right. You can keep it coming, but then our time is up. So I'll give us till 1:04 Nigeria time here. 1:04 Nigeria time here. I'll look into all of this and then we'll select our winner. And I promise to be fair and clear. All right. Okay, so now let's go into the prompt engineering. All right. Now, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is more like it's more like a way of doing things, right? It is like let me use Guy for an example, right? Guy, you understand French, right? Tu parles français.
A bit. I'm a pure Anglophone, so I understand a little bit.
Oh, really? Oh, all right. But you understand what tu parles français is, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So now imagine I'm in Cameroon right now. And there in Cameroon, I started speaking Yoruba, and that is Nigerians' native language. In one side of Nigeria, that's for the Yorubas, right? And I started speaking Yoruba there in Cameroon. And I walk up to you and I'm like, speaking Yoruba, I'm speaking it aggressively because I do not understand any other language from Yoruba. Okay. How
Yes,
will you get me? How will you get what I'm trying to say? How are you going to understand me? Won't it be difficult for us to like communicate clearly, right?
Yeah, it will be difficult. At the moment, it
But
will be difficult. Communicate. It
okay,
will be difficult. Yes.
okay, thank you. So, but let's say I now apply sign languages. I'm now doing my hand like, okay, maybe I need to go to a particular place. I need to go to a direction. I need to find a cafe where I can eat, right? A cafeteria where I can eat. And
Yes.
then I try to do my sign language and putting my hand in my mouth and directing my hand using any sign language to like let you understand that this is what I want. That will a little bit help you to pick that. Oh, okay. Do you want to
He's
eat?
hungry.
Right?
I know.
Do you get
I know
that?
you are hungry. I know you are hungry, so you are looking for somewhere to
Thank,
eat.
thank you. Right? Thank
Yes.
you so much. So that is just what we are doing as of right now. You see, before prompting, when I was prompting this AI, right, when we were prompting this ChatGPT earlier today, when we are doing what did we do that I said it was not a great prompt? Okay, yeah, train me landing page. Okay, I said it was not, I want a website for what I was doing right here. I'm using sign languages. I did not give any context to my child to my prompt. I did not provide a fine-tuned prompt, right? I did not provide a how I wanted to respond, what I wanted to use, the tools, and all of these things. I just wrote a prompt. It is like it is more like the example I cited. I'm in Cameroon, then I'm giving sign languages. That is it. Do you understand? So that is more like it. Now, but let's say I took my time, right, to learn French or English, for an example, right? Let's say I took my time to learn English and I understand English to a point I can communicate with it. Now, when I get to Guy, once I reach Guy and I'm like, Guy, please, I need somewhere to eat. What would be your response, Guy? Will you not
Oh,
direct me
you need.
appropriately?
I just. Oh, very, 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 very easy. I just go to the next the junction there. You will see a cafeteria there. That's
Thank you. I
very
love
easy.
that response. I love that response. You see, you even tell me that the next junction, you're even giving me direction, citing direction for me. That is more like prompting. All right. That is prompt engineering. And one thing I want you to understand is that with prompt engineering, right? You cannot do if you're looking into building because I was on the call, you know, the first week we are all about I want to create AI agents, I want to do this, I want to do that. Well, it is great, it is nice and beautiful. But one thing I can tell you vividly that I, as an AI and automation engineer, I struggle with most of the time is prompt engineering. And it's not like I don't write a great prompt. I could tell you, well, I write a very perfect prompt. I mean, I'm not that great, but yeah, I can tell you I'm a little bit, you know, perfect, right? And one thing I can tell you well is that those agents you're trying to building or creating an AI agent, even vibe coding, right? You need a well-structured prompt. You need a well-structured prompt, not to get errors. Why we are getting errors, I can tell you well, is that we don't have a well-structured prompt. That is why we are getting errors. But let's say in our prompt, look at it, it's used React. That's a JavaScript library. What happened to HTML and CSS and the raw, the vanilla JavaScript? What happened to that? Why not use that, right? Why do you plan to use what's it called, React instead of the normal HTML and CSS, right? What is wrong? Do you understand? That is because I didn't give a context. I didn't give a full context. So that is prompt engineering. I hope I've been able to tell us the important reason, the most, you see, in everything you want to do with AI, just know prompt engineering. That is, if you go online now as a freelancer, I mean, I work as a freelancer sometimes back, right? As a prompt engineer. I was taking in it was low anyways, $12 per hour. Right? I was taking $12 per hour for just prompting. We engineer prompt for you. Now, engineering prompt is not just typing, is not what we are doing here. It's not just typing, okay, I want a website for. No, I'm going to test my prompt against every other AI agent. There are a lot of AI agents, a lot of AI, generative AIs. We have Claude AI. Let me show you Claude AI. Like I said, we'll do Claude AI, and which is great for developers as well, right? We have Claude AI. We have Gemini. You must have seen Gemini on the call the last time. We have Gemini AI, right? We have, what else do we have? We have Copilot, right? Which is for Microsoft.
Paraphrasing
You say, ma'am?
Paraphrasing AI. Paraphrasing.
Okay. Perplexity. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Perplexity. Is it? AI. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it has been days, it has been weeks, it has been months I use Perplexity. Honestly, it has been. It really was a long time. Yeah, it really was a long time. And we have DeepSeek as well, right? We have a lot of them. But how do you navigate all of this AI properly? How do you prompt them? You see, as a prompt engineer, you have to test your prompt against all of this AI. When you're fine-tuning your prompt, when you're coming up with a prompt as a prompt engineer. Now, you see, prompting is different from prompt engineering. When you say you're engineering something, right, you're making sure that in every way that this particular person used this thing that you've been able to come up with, it will work. When they were introducing me, they said something about software engineers, right? That is because we have to test whatever platform you're developing on every corner. You will make sure that this thing is going to work. It will not break. You will test it. You even break it yourself, right? You will try and break it yourself and you remake it yourself. Okay, you will test for every corners that, okay, this thing is not going to fail. All right, so that is more on prompt engineering. So that is the same for prompt engineering. All right, when you're engineering a particular prompt, you're making sure that you're testing it against every AI, right? You're testing it, you're fine-tuning your prompt, you're making sure you get the best out of your prompt, right? So that is that. And that is why I said that you cannot write a better prompt than me. Well, I'm trying to show off here. I bet in like the more you write, the more you understand. I did not even need to like do any practice, but the more you query, the more you find a better way to do particular things, and then yeah, when you start getting paid for it, that's when you know that omo, I have to make sure that my prompts are better, right? Just prompting. Imagine getting paid for just prompting. You'll be like, what is there? You can prompt now, but no, prompt engineering is more than that. So there are 6 powerful prompting techniques that I would like to share with us, and these are from the records, the what I've been able to it's a real live record. It's what I've been able to see so far. It's what I've been able to you know practice with. It's I failed at it, I tried again, failed at it, tried again. So over time I've been better at it, right? And these are things that helped me along the way, right? So the first one is role-based prompting. Now, what is role-based prompting? You're telling agent to act as a particular somebody, right? For Madam Cynthia, now you're writing your prompt, right? If we are to read your prompt, I want to see something like act as a professor. I don't know much on PhD thesis and all of that, right? But maybe act as a expert writer, an expert in writing, professional PhD thesis.
Expert in ESG disclosure, maybe.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right, as an expert in ESG.
Thank you so much. You see, these are things you want to like tell it. It's a role base. Now you're telling it that it should be an expert. It's not just speaking it. Now, when you're telling the prompt that do this particular thing in this certain way, it's not just going to pick it from an abstract way. It's going to pick it based on what you've been able to tell it, right? According to what we've been able to customize our ChatGPT to be, when we're customizing our GPT, right? Look at it. Right here we have to be an expert software engineer, DevOps engineer, and system engineer. Right? This is for me. I make sure that I tell you that be an expert. That is what I want it to be. All right. You're saying a role base. Those roles are the software engineers, system engineers, and the likes, the software developer. Right? So now you now want to you now put your task as act as a ESG expert. I want you to put your prompt. Okay, come up with a PhD thesis on particular. Now your prompt is not over there. You want to make sure that all of these techniques you certify them accordingly. It is not necessary you cover everything because the step-by-step reasoning might come in later. You see it, right? So you'll be shared this will be shared with us, so we can just go through the examples. I had to like put these examples, and why it work is that it will set the tone, the style, and expertise, right? Look at this example for instance. You are a business coach, right? You're telling me that you are a business coach. Help me to create a pitch for my small business, right? As a business coach cannot create a pitch that it will be friendly, definitely friendly, but cheesy or Gen Z like. It will not use such kind of tone, right? It's going to use something more professional because you want to pitch your small business to investors or whoever. Do you get that? So that is that for the role base. Now let's talk about the step-by-step reasoning. Now you want to ask GPT, right? With generative AI, I had to put generative AI because you see, like I said, prompt engineering is you testing your prompt against all other prompts sites that it is going to stand and um, work appropriately. So these AIs, right? Other AI, the other Gen AIs, the Microsoft, the Gemini, the uh, the Claude AI, and the likes. This Claude AI and the other AI Perplexity, right? Perplexity AI. All of these other AIs, they have their own keywords, right? It is like they have something they are looking for. They have something they are looking at. If you are using a keyword that only suits, I'm telling you the reason why you need to follow these techniques. And as a prompt engineer, you have to test it against other. That is if you are going to be freelancing, right? But for an organization, you have to use Copilot, right? For their AI, so you have to only test it against Microsoft ecosystem, the Copilot systems, right? You don't need to like bother yourself much with the other part of it, right? But if you are going to be freelancing as a prompt engineer, right? On any freelancing platform you want to, right? You want to make sure that you test it against every, because clients will come to you and they will tell you, I want a prompt on particular thing. Yeah, I want to get it done and all of that, right? So you want to make sure that you test your prompt against all of these things. It is very important, essential, right? But like I said, if you are just going to, or maybe you want to use it for your own personal good, your personal use, then you just go ahead and use for one particular platform. ChatGPT, for an instance, right? Just prompt it, and then you get your result out as well. Okay, so that is that for that. Okay, we talked about the step-by-step reasoning. Right? She said something about the AI to give her particular thing, right? And after the AI has been able to generate that thing, right? She went ahead and say, based on the thing you've been able to generate, according to what she said, based on what you've been able to generate, give me things or other things on it. Do you get that? So that is step by step reasoning, right? We want to, if you're writing a great prompt as well, you're saying that act as a, you have to like conjoin all of these things together, and at the end of the day, you might even need to like separate them, right? So for the role base, after acting as a business coach, help me to create a small pitch for my business. And then you want to go to the reasoning one at a time. You cannot tell it that based on the pitch that you will be coming up with, help me to do, after that's a comma, right? Giving another reasoning. You're giving another reasoning that after the pitch, can you help me to set it in a document file, or give me a step by step how I can explain it to a non-technical person, right? Do you get? So these are step-by-step reasoning that you want to make sure you cover in prompt writing. They are essential, right? Now you want to give context as possible. If you look at my ChatGPT, my other application with ChatGPT, right? If you look at them, where are they? All of these other ones, yeah. If you look at them, you will see that there are a lot of my boss wants me to, I am working on certain things. I'm giving context. I don't mind what information do you get, but make sure if you're working with an organization, don't send in uh your company's data on ChatGPT, please. I'm not there, right? Don't send it in on ChatGPT. What you're doing when you're prompting an AI, right? You're training your machine is learning through that as well, through your prompting. The machine is taking in those information, learning better, making it for its own betterment. If it is not your company's AI, if it is not your company's what's it called, ChatGPT, your company's own AI model, don't pass in a company information onto ChatGPT, generative AI of any sort, right? Don't send in your company's valuable information to them. So, but you can give a context in some ways, right? Like I said, for an instance, maybe my boss wants me to do a particular thing, and I figure out maybe I need, a more explanation on this particular thing. I can tell it that he already know the company I work with. He already know what we do. I fed him our trainingeye.com website, A4S online website. I fed him a lot of information regarding my company, not information that are not online, right? Companies that are publicly available. That is what I fed the AI, right? I make sure that I send those links to go and pick those links, go and pick particular things and all of that, right? So I make sure I fed it all of those information. So he already know what I does in the organization. He knows my role. Once I have a promotion in my role or anything, I make sure I fed ChatGPT and asked it to save the memory so that going back, it will pick according to my role. Do you get that? So I'm giving context as possible. That is just what I'm trying to say here. I'm giving my context as possible. Now, a few short prompting. Let me increase this so that we can see. Well, Okay. So few shots, right? Now you want to show ChatGPT some examples. Maybe you've been trying to, maybe you're trying to fine tune your prompts, and then you want to show it some example. Now look at this. Input A equals to. You want to show, you want to give it this. Now these are the examples you want to give ChatGPT, and then you want it to now come up with this itself. You put a question mark here, right? You want ChatGPT to come up with this itself. That is a few short prompting. They are trying to tell you that for this, it is equal to this, for this, it is equal to this. Now, what the generative AI will see is pattern. It will see pattern in them. It will see pattern that, okay, 3 and B equals to 5. It is going to add them together first. Or it's going to subtract. It's going to look at subtraction. It doesn't work. It does not equal to addition. Oh, it worked. It's going to note that A and 1 is equals to 5. It's going to look at subtraction, multiplication, division, and addition. Then C addition. Okay, addition works. Look at this now. You're now saying that for this, what is the output? It's definitely going to give you what? Right? 10. Or you get it. So because it looked at this and saw that, okay, I can see pattern in them. I can see that it is addition you're trying to do. And now it is going to give you the addition as well. Okay. Now for text writing, right, you can as well just look into the, what's it called? Into the prompts, and then you figure that out as well. All right. So that's for the field prompting. And for the multi multi-tone prompting, yes. Now this is where you set the tones. This is where you set the tone. Multi-tone prompting. Yeah, we've already set the tone uh on the acts, on the role-based, right? So for the multi-tone prompting, you want to tell it that it should break tasks into smaller steps across messages, right? You want to build a conversation flow with focus at each stage, rather, right? Each stage of every step, you want to make sure that it gives details. It is more like the step-by-step reasoning. But yeah, in every stage, you're telling it that do this particular thing. Okay, maybe as he gave you list of components, he number them, and then you want to pick number three. For number three, I want you to do particular things. Now, let me show you something real quick as well. Let me show you something real quick. Okay, so let's pick this for an example. Are we still with me, guys? Are we still with me? Okay.
Yes, we are still with
Yes,
you.
we are still with you. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay. Please, I need your link. It is link. I only recognize link. I won't recognize the write-up. We won't be able to collect the write-up. We can only collect the link. So, but if you're interested in the money, that is it. Right? All right. So let's pick this for an example. Right? Let's pick this for an example. Look at when I copy this. Okay, let me just copy this. Okay, let me copy this. Now you will see ask ChatGPT. It is like you are quoting that your prompt. So if you have a list of informations, maybe you're saying list all the states in Nigeria, right? List all the states in Nigeria, and you want to talk about Lagos State. What makes Lagos State great? Okay, let's do that real quick. Let me just say list of the states in Nigeria. Just that real quick. Now it gave numbers. I can come here and say for 24. And this is what multi-tone prompting. I'm saying, okay, for 24, which is Lagos State, or better still, most of the time, if you are on a particular chart, right? You can just over it and say, ask ChatGPT, what make this state. You don't even need to give the context because you've been able to, cover here part of you quoting that particular chart, right? That particular topic. What make this state great, right? So it is going to look, you see, I didn't even say the state, right? Because I've been able to quote it, it will pick it that, okay, this is the particular one you want to talk about. Lagos State is located at blah, 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 with certain information, right? So, and other things you want to look at. If I want this response in my, as a document, right? Madam Cynthia, we have not been able to, we have not touched your, what's it called, your chart yet, right? But based on everything I've been able to touch on, I hope you're seeing maybe mistakes or things that you can do better, how you can make it better, and all of that, right? Maybe you've been able to pick one or two from it. Okay, but let's go ahead, right? I want, okay, this response is great. I want it in a docs file. See what I specify, dot docx file, right? That is a document file. You can see my prompt. So I said something about keywords. Keywords are important as well. You want to learn your keywords. You want to make sure you know your keywords. Okay, so let me send this in. So what the AI is going to do is going to analyze it. When you override, you see a bunch of Python code converting that information into a document file for you, right? This is the path already. It has been able to come up with the path. And then this is where you now click to download your file. Okay, so I've been able to download it. Now look at, it's coming up. Okay, yeah, it is, right? What makes it, he even gave it the title, what makes Lagos State great, and be able to turn it into a document file for me, which I can click to open, right? Let me click to open it. Right? So all the information that he was able to provide for me that I was able to see on the chart here, right? All of this informations, this is it now. I have them in my document file as a document. Okay, so I have everything as a document. And Madam Cynthia, can you see one or two maybe which you can use to better your, your prompts, informations, and all of that?
But the issue I was having is the article that it's downloaded. I'm not able
Okay,
to. I don't know. Maybe you can check the link.
we will look
Just
into,
like
yes, we
you
will look into it.
generated your own.
Yes, yes. I will look into it. I'm just saying that, yeah, we'll look into it. We'll look into it in a minute. I just want to make sure I cover maybe particular things, and as you're looking at it, you're saying, okay, I could have do this. Okay, I could have maybe say use this keyword, use this particular thing, right? So, but yeah, we'll look into it real soon. All right, so that is for the prompt engineering. Like, honestly, we cannot emphasize on this enough. We cannot say this enough. We cannot flog it more than this. One thing I want you to understand is that prompt engineering is the key to everything, as whatever platform you want to use. You have to be a great prompt engineer, right? Following all of this format, the steps, these 6 techniques, will help you become a great engineer. Having them in mind alone will make you a great engineer, a great prompt engineering. Once you have them in mind and you're conscious of it, you don't even need to go back and look at the techniques anymore. Automatically, you realize you find yourself using act as a, when you get this information out, help me to put it in a docs file, help me to send it as a document, help me to feed it to. Do you get that? So these are steps, ways that you can like better your prompt and all of that. All right. So now we have formatting prompts. Okay, we have Now this is where you can tell it to, like, you want to format it into a JSON file, a list, a table, or a bullet, right? You want it in a table, you want it, this is like, it's even ChatGPT will normally generate it for you if it feels like you need to, you need to have it, right? But then what is bad in specifying what you really want, right? So you want to have this in mind as well. Right now, this is a bonus prompt. Guy, have you been able to send us your picture? Now I'm going to copy this prompt. So there was, oh, okay, I have an hand up. Hi, Madam Cynthia, your hands are up.
I'm sorry, sir, I dropped a question on the chat, but maybe it was skipped.
Okay.
I want to confirm something. The difference between prompting and prompt engineering, is it the fact that you test it on other AI platforms? If yes, when you say testing on other AI platform,
Okay.
do you mean using the same prompt on different AI platforms to see if you get the same results? I'm a bit confused on that.
I, okay.
Do you understand my question?
No, no, no. The network is actually breaking. It's coming and going. The network is a bit bad. Anna.
Oh.
Okay, go again.
Okay, I want
Just
to know.
let's try again.
I want to know. And I want to know what the difference between prompting and prompt engineering is. What I
Okay.
understood is that you have to test your prompt on different AI platforms.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, what exactly am I going to test? Is it the same prompt I use on ChatGPT? I'll test it on other platforms and see if I
Thank you.
get the same thing.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So I love that question. Nobody has asked the question, but yeah, I love the question. So the question is that, what are you really testing for, right? But is it the same, prompt, right, that you want to use, that you're testing for, right? So
Yes, sir.
on other platform. Okay, so the answer is that when you're doing prompt engineering, now this goes across, this is for the freelancers, right? If you're going to be a freelancing personnel or anything, you see, for an organization, if an organization might hire someone as a prompt engineer, they will have a platform that they use, right? They will have a standby platform, Microsoft. For my organization now, we use Microsoft, and we use ChatGPT as well. Okay, so for Microsoft, there are keywords, right, that work with Microsoft. There are keywords that Microsoft Copilot will see and it will recognize. And there are that same keywords, if you use it for ChatGPT, it might not recognize it. It might not recognize the keywords. It might look at the keywords as something else. All right. So testing for on other platform is like you're making sure that what you're writing, right, works on all other generative AI. It works across every generative AI, regardless of which one you're using. All right. For I think I have list of, let me see my document. I think, yeah, I have them here. Yes. Let me go back. I have I have outputs, I've outlined instruction keywords for ChatGPT. All right. Summarize. When you see summarize, explain like I am five. You can easily just use ELIF. ELIF. Just that keyword alone. You don't need to even put explain like I am five. You can put ELIF or ELI10. That is explain like I am 10. Right. When you look at those keywords, it's now we have TLDL as well. And what does that mean? Can anybody tell me what the full meaning TLDL is when you're using it? Right? We might not know it, but it means too long, right? I've forgotten the DL. Yeah. The TL means too long. And what it's meant is just, give me a summary of it. That is what it will do. right? When you're writing a document and then you're saying TL at the front of it, you're putting TL. You're letting it know that don't make it too long. Just give me a very short summary of what I want to do, right?
Let me help.
Now,
Too long didn't sleep. Do you mean didn't sleep? Too long didn't sleep.
oh, sorry,
Can you hear me?
uh, there's a lot of
Too
echo.
long
Yeah,
didn't read.
too
Did not
long.
read it.
What? Okay,
I
yeah,
did not
thank
read
you.
it.
Oh, yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. I like you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Right? So you using this particular keywords. Now, when you go to other generative AI, okay, and you go onto other generative AI, you're trying to prompt them with TLDR, right? They might not get it. They might not understand it. But as a prompt engineer, you've broken this down into its smaller particle, letting it making it possible that any generative AI will understand vividly what you're trying to do. Okay, so that is that on that note. I will share this document with us as well. This is for ChatGPT, right? This is so this behavioral control, it works for other platform. You can trust me on that. It works on all that I know of. Now, Perplexity, right? For Perplexity, it has been a long time I use Perplexity. So if you're using Perplexity, don't let my teeth come out, right? If you're using Perplexity, you you have to test it out yourself, right? So this behavioral control works for everything. Persona shifting triggers, I believe so, it works for most of them too. The keywords works for most of them. Now, why are you even using keywords? Why not just give the results instantly? Keywords are, it makes it, I don't know, anyways. First thing first, it makes you look cool. When you see my prompt, you'll be like, nice one, right? That's number one. It makes you look cool. But we're not doing it for the cool part, right? It makes your what's it called? AI understand you ASAP, like as soon as you are prompting it. It makes it understand. When ChatGPT see TLDR, right? And you're giving, or maybe you give a full context, like very short summary, telling it to give you a very short summary, you're definitely going to get a different result or a similar result. I can tell you, right? You're going to get a similar result or a different one when you use TLDR to very short summary. Okay, you can try it out yourself, make your research, test all of these keywords. It will be shared across with us as well. Okay, so you can test it out, try it, and understand how it goes. Okay, so that is for prompt engineering. Okay, so Guy, have you been able to share us your picture? Oh, okay. Thank you too. Or if you are not able to share us your picture, you can share it on ChatGPT, right? Just click on this prompt, right? Use this prompt to generate a 3D cartoon anime of yourself. So it is anybody can use it as well. You can as well just prompt it. This is a well fine-tuned prompt for you to test out, right? And if you are asked to like generate a 3D cartoon of yourself, you are going to get a different result. But with this now, okay, I'm asked to check this out. Oh, okay, amazing. This is great. Oh, you've come up with a website for it. Remote Earth Insurance site. This is great. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The document in the Canva, right? Hmm. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Robot, well done. Well done. You're making us proud. You're making us proud. Thank you so much. All right. So you can test out the prompt. That's a very nice and well structured prompt, right? It is just for fun, right? So now to we are done on vibe coding, and the I believe our moderator have been able to collate all of that information. The what is it called? The results for our prompt challenge. So the results, the sorry, the answers, the responses for our prompt challenge. So the results will be shared with us latest tonight, right? We'll know the winner. I believe we are on a group already, so we're going to know a winner, and the money will be sent across. And if we don't have any winner, we'll be truthful and tell you as well. Okay, and my own prompt, I will share my own prompt. I'll send it to the group as well, so that you can see the difference between your prompt that you've been able to come up with and my prompt. All right. Okay. Now let's look at vibe coding. Why I'm showing vibe coding, I believe we did something on vibe coding earlier already. So we use builder.io, right? And
Yeah.
I
No,
think,
sorry, I've been raising my hand.
oh, okay. Hi, Olusegun. Hi, how you doing?
Good, good. So thank you. Good job so far. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So the reason why I asked you, sorry, I had to interrupt or interject is because I didn't want you to really go far. And I'm kind of bringing you back again. Although like my network was a bit crappy, but I think you made an addition to it. Like you put a prompt in a particular, like you mentioned the tools, Perplexity, ChatGPT, yeah, and yeah, Grok, yeah. So for instance, for the generative AI aspect of it now, you put a particular prompt and then one prompt, in all the tools, and then it brings, especially if you're trying to create an image, and then it brings what do you call it? It doesn't bring the same result. For instance, this Ghibli art thing that that trended from 2 months back. You put a particular
Yeah.
prompt and then they're all different. Yeah. So you said something like ChatGPT recognizes something. So technically, or you are the authority, you are the guy here. Could you please explain to us like why that thing happens? Why you put a prompt, the same prompt, and then it brings different results. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So what I would do is that it is better I show you than I tell you, right? That is, I love that. I love that word. I love that word. It is going to be my phrase going forward. It is better. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's going to be my phrase. All right. So let's continue. So what do we want to do? Let's ask the ChatGPT. Hello, Chat GPT. How many or or what is the volume of data that you are being trained on? Right? I just ask a question mark. Okay, so estimated now ages. As a current version, I was trained on a mixture of publicly available data and licensed data sets, right? With OpenAI. Okay, the training data for is estimated to be in the trillion of tokens. A token roughly corresponds to 0.75 words on average. And so that is 1 petabyte. 1 petabyte equals to 1,000 terabyte, right? Now, that is the amount of data that ChatGPT was trained on or is being trained on. Do you understand? Now, it is like, let me give an instance. It is like you have, let me open my notepad. It is like you have, now, if let's say I have a kid now, I took him to one school. They say A is for apple. I took him to another school. Okay, B is for ball. Let me just, right? And C is for cats. And I took him to another school. They say A is for any word for another, anybody? Any word for
For
A? A is for
ant,
what?
ant,
A for
Ants.
aeroplane.
ant.
Thank you, ants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So B is for
Balloon.
Balloon. Thank you. Balloon. And C is for what? Car. Let's
Cake.
use car. No, okay, cake goes. Yeah. So and then we still have additional one. I took him to another school. They come with aeroplane, right? Another one came with ball, baby. Another one is with car. Do you get that? So now, imagine AI being trained on all of these particular what's it called data. Now this is the first data that they taught my kid. Now and me at home, I'm expecting my kid to say A is for apple, and then because he has been through many school, he can as well tell me that A is for ant, which is correct, is it not? He can as well tell me that A is for aeroplane. Absolutely correct. Same, because A starts all of these things, right? So that is the same for the generative AIs as well. They are being trained with a massive amount of data. You can't even start to comprehend how much data that an AI, generative AI, is being trained on. So on a different level. Do you understand that now? So now you're not using that AI, you're sending your own query, your own search. Okay, what we are even trying to get out, it is not the accurate. If I prompt a particular AI and you prompt the AI, I'm not trying to get the same result as you. I'm trying to get a more similar result. Let's say over 10, let's say I can have like, if we are using the same prompt and then the prompt is well fine-tuned, the prompt is well engineered, right? There's a difference between you trying to prompt and then an engineered prompt using the perfect keywords and all of that, right? You are going to get, let's say over 10, we're going to get 98 or 95% similarity. We're going to see 98 or 95% similarity in our data, right? Using the perfect keywords, right? So this is or these are what makes the generative AI gives a different on every outcome. I hope I've been able to you know tell you why that is that, Olusegun.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand now. Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right. All right. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. All right. So we did vibe coding last time, right? We did vibe coding last time, guys.
Not at all, sir.
Oh, I thought we did. I thought we are being
No,
shown this platform. Are we not shown this platform, builder.io, where we build SaaS application?
No, sir. No, sir.
Not
We're
at
not
all,
shown.
Oh,
sir.
no, no.
okay, okay, okay. Now, okay, all right. We're going to use this application for our vibe code. Now, for the people, now you see, there is this. Okay, let me check this article. Article from a guy that sold a vibe code company for a massive amount. Uh, I hope we get that search. A story of a video. Okay, a man who sold a company for 200 million US dollar. Just vibe code. Just that is it. Look at it. There's a YouTube video on it. We can go and check it out. Right. These are the guy did not even buy into the what's it called? He did not pay. He used a free version. But these are people with ideas, people with focus, right? You can start your company anytime. You can own a company. You can be a co-founder, a founder of an organization. Look at it. A man sold a company for $200, $200 million, right? And then it is still the same tool, right? That we are going to be using that the guy used, right? But then it depends on how the extent of how you can go, how great your prompt is, and all of that. You see, that is why I linked this the prompt. That's why I had to link it. The prompt, I've worked on the prompt. I even had to like rework it yesterday. I worked on the prompt over and over again. All right. I make sure that the prompt is perfect, is good to go. All right. Look at this is the result for the prompt. Now, what are we trying to solve? What is the problem that we are trying to solve? Now, I stated, I told us that I was a prompt engineer at some point in time, working freelancing for people, individuals, companies, and all of that, right? And as a prompt engineer, that there is one issue that we always face, right? There is one particular issue that we always face. We don't have a repository of our prompt. If you need a prompt now, I have to now recreate that prompt. Why not, if you need a similar prompt, why not just, I have a repository, I just go there and pick that prompt, and then I send you that prompt, right? We don't have, as of then, I don't know, I mean, what has evolved a lot now. So we should, I mean, a lot of prompt engineers must have come up with that idea of creating something like that. But the ones that was available as of then, they were paid version. There's no free plan. Do you get that? There are no free plan at all. That is a problem. Now, what is the solution? Why us, we that were on this call, why don't we come up with a SaaS application that will be able to solve that problem? Right? We want to solve a problem that we don't have a repository for our prompt. Now, I want to come up with a solution. Now, the solution is that there is a possibility of us creating a SaaS application, hosting it in our own name, making it, we can even make it public so that anybody can be able to access it. But then it is us that created the application. We are the founder of the application. Do you get that? So that is what we are going to be doing on the call today now. We have a problem to solve, and we want to solve that problem. Okay, so on the link, let me copy the link. You will download the prompt. But what I want us to do on the call is that I want us to work together as a team, right? We are going to create a GitHub account. We are going to create a GitHub account. So for an instance, let's start with our GitHub account. I'm coming. I want to uncheck this. It is disturbing me a little bit. I don't want to remove it. I want to manage it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I just want to off it. Yeah. Okay. So what we want to do now, we want to create a GitHub account. You go to github.com. If you can open that prompt, this is what we want, right? This is a repository of code, people that write code, programmers. This is what they have. They have a repository just like this. So we want to do something like this as well, right? But only for prompting. All right. But first thing first, as we are developing, what we want to develop a SaaS application is going to give us code. It's going to give us some custom code. So we want to have a place like a repository to store our code on. So you would go to, the github.com, right? So that we can collaborate on the same thing. This is the link to github.com. Go to github.com, click on sign up. I'm going to sign up myself. It would have been made easier if they allow Google sign in. Okay, A4S online. A4S online. Gmail.com. Right? I believe so. Okay. Okay, let's say if we're online, country, let's pick Nigeria. I should have done all of these things, but make sure you follow through the process as well. If you don't have a GitHub account, make sure you create a GitHub account as well. Let's just keep it dash dash. Then, okay, it's only letters and numbers. Let's give it O1. Right? Okay, this is not correct. Okay, now you click to verify your account. Okay, now let's solve a puzzle. Oh, this is a puzzle, yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah. Is it? No, it is not. Okay, I think that's the closest, yeah. I'm done. Okay, great. Just stay with me on the call, guys. Everything, just stay and open the account as we're opening it as well. So we meet each other at a very great length, right? I want to make sure we open this with our GitHub account.
Okay, sir. Please, sir, what of someone that already have a GitHub account?
Amazing,
Okay,
amazing. You don't need to open, please. You don't need to bother opening, right? That's
okay,
great. I'm using all of this example. I'm citing them because I maybe some of us on the call we don't have a GitHub account already. That's why I'm trying to go through the steps.
okay. How do we come in? What stage do we join?
Yeah, we'll come in soon. So there's what they call
Thank
fork repository. It is FORK. So we are going to
Hello, sir.
collaborate on this. Ma'am, sir.
Hello, sir. Are we to use Nigeria or we can use
No,
another
use your
country?
yeah. Use your country. Use your country.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Use
sir.
your country, please. Thank you so much. Use your country, please. So now this is our GitHub account. We've been able to come up with create our GitHub account. You can learn how to like customize your GitHub. Make your profile look great and all of that. So just look into that real quick. But this is our GitHub account. This is what we'll be using on the call. All right. So now we want to vibe code. That is what we want to do. And the platform we'll be making use of is builder.io, right? And I've shared the link. You all know what the problem is. What is our problem? The problem is that for our prompt, now I'm just telling us to like collaborate on this project. You can pick yourself into a group. You can look at your colleague. If you relate with anybody on the call, right? Just look at them. Just think of an idea, right? Think of an idea. There are problems you can fix. There are a lot of things that is wrong with Nigeria or maybe the country you are that you can fix with just vibe code and all of that. So think of an idea. Think of anything at all. Everything is possible. Okay. Think of anything and just send it into the what's it called? Make a great prompt. Discuss about it with your colleague, your person, right? Make a great prompt about it. Send it into this is the account. You don't need to go anywhere else. This is it. Builder.io. Let me share that with us real quick as well. Right? So this is the account. Okay, there is a lot of thing. I don't know. I used to think of Nigerians' problem, but nowadays I don't think about them anymore. And I always thought of a solution to how to approach them, right? But those times there was no vibe coding and all of that. But now there is vibe coding, makes job easier for us. Thing is it how people import things to Nigeria? Is it importation you want to tackle? Do you want to solve a problem regarding importation? Just pick yourself. I mean, talk to your colleagues, right? Be a co-founder, a founder of a SaaS application which can be used globally and accepted, right? So now let's create an account, right? We're going to create it with our GitHub account. The GitHub will open, the account will open. So for people that have a GitHub account already, you can as well do the same, right? Just go to builder.io, create an account. But why I needed to use this account to create an account for us is because I want us to collaborate on that particular account. Okay. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. All right. So it is going to be setting that up while I click on the link I sent to us for the prompt. Now, this is the link for the prompt. Let me click on it. Now, what you want is this. This is the prompt. Okay. Look at the prompt. The prompt is like you are giving details, key objective. You're telling it that now look at how I pick the prompt, right? Look at where the prompt comes from. Now, first thing you want to give a core concept, what you really want to do. But then you want to pick your targeted audience. You want to say, you see, all of these things that I've been able to like put together. It is not just because I am like, okay, I know them offhand, right? They are based on research, prompting, using your own normal prompt, your own small prompt to like make a prompt engineering, right? It is not just sit down and start writing bunch of words like this. No, it is still that your normal prompt, that your normal how do I come up with a SaaS application? So can you give me step by step? That's where you now pick everything together and then you now query it at once. All right. So that is how it works. So we have key objective now, intuitive and futuristic UI. Okay, look at now the system architect. I state the fact that you have to use React backend for Node.js and then the database to be Postgres SQL, right? So that you can store the data. Now, the real-time collaboration, I want people to be able to collaborate. You should use WebSocket for that. Now, live blog for seamless collaboration and automate authentication. You should use Auth AI or OpenID, which is Google Auth, so that if they want to sign in and all of that. Now, we'll be hosting it on Vercel. All right, and make sure that everything that you will be doing, make sure that we want to use Vercel for um, that particular side of things. Okay. Now I want to use RESTful API of GraphQL, right? So the UI designs and all of that. You see, it is just a lot. Okay, just look through the prompt. You see how everything has been properly orchestrated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy everything, all of this information. It is a lot. So I'm going to copy all of this and I'm going to go into my application. Now you'll be faced with this setup, right? So you want to go ahead, click continue with Fusion, and then what is your role? I'm a developer. Okay. And what are your stack? I want to use React, right? So now you'll be brought here. Okay. So now here is where you paste your prompts, everything, and all you have to do is to click on send it and let Builder build its thing. Okay. Earlier today, the one we have here was from this image we have here was from another prompt, another vibe coding tool, another code generator tool, right? It was from Lovable. Now this is what Lovable have been able to come up with. Okay, but now we're using Builder. There's what they call Lovable as well. Let me show you Lovable. Lovable, Lovable. Yeah, I believe so. Is it Lovable? Lovable. Okay, Lovable. Okay, this is it. If you want to as well out, you can go and look into it. So you can come up with a solution for any company. You can just look, you can work and you're looking at them, they have problem with their services and all of that, right? They have issue with their services. What if you just send that link to customer so that they can make orders and all of that? That's what's it called? The solution to the problem. Use the name of the company, use their logo and all of that. Just craft something as great as that as well. Then you have something out. Okay. So let's go back to now. This is Lovable, right? Lovable is great as well, right? Okay. Now Builder is doing its thing. Okay, it is thinking. We see, you can see everything that it has been, you know, coming up with. Now let's create the mobile prompt or application. Okay. All right, we're letting it do its thing, right? Can as well just preview the code. Let's see what we have. This is our code. This is everything that it's I've been able to generate for us. This is the API.tx. This is where it's storing the API at, right? This is where it will store the API at. This is where the server is coming from. It is using Nest.js here and TypeScript for type checking. You don't need to know any of this. That's a beautiful thing, right? You don't need to bother yourself with this. But then, if you want to go more advanced, if you want to grow, right, make sure you understand some of these things. But if you just want to do it on the, doing level, I'm even frank with you, right? To be frank with you, when you watch the video, this guy's video, he has no knowledge of HTML, CSS, and HTML, CSS is the basics. Go and check the video out. You'll be shocked. You'll be surprised by what he has been able to come up with. You will really be shocked. Okay, so it is generating our application for us. It is generating our application for us. Oh, it is taking its own time. But yeah, so let's look why that is going on. Let's look into Madam Cynthia's prompt and let's look how we can resolve our prompts. Right? I lost the link, Madam Cynthia. Let me check my chats. Let me check my history. Oh man, let me check my history. Okay, okay, okay. Should be able to get. We have. Madam Cynthia, are you still on the call with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Uh, please, can you share the chat again, please? I don't think
Okay.
I have it here anymore. I lost it. I deleted it at some point. I don't know. Yeah, please share it, reshare it with us. So we can look into that. Let's look at our Let's look at our application. It is still generating the application. Let it do its thing. Don't even bother. Make sure that you're online and you're connected to the internet. That is very important. Let's do its thing. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. Please tell me where you needed to download things from. Yeah. the information.
Yeah, continue. Go, go, go.
Okay. Okay. We're not there yet.
No. Scroll, 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 scroll.
Okay. I don't want to.
Yes.
Are we? We're getting closer, I believe.
Yeah.
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 Is it? Okay.
Go a little up. Go
A
up a
little up.
little. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All of
This
this.
download PDF. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was the one that gave you the available PDFs.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. I thought you were the one that queried it yourself. Okay,
I asked it to give me.
okay. Download. Make the download. Downloadable. Or give a link to, give me a link to where can download them from. Okay. I should have looked into your. I should have looked into the prompt, but I just want to like go ahead and pick what is possible or not. Okay, so this is the link to download this is the direct link to download the PDF. Now it is telling us that let's copy the link. Let's try and copy the link and paste it on our chat. It is .pdf, so it should automatically download onto our PC or maybe open for us. Okay, so this is for the second one, and this is for the third one. These are the links to download the article from. Okay. Oops. We are sorry, but the page and you're looking for cannot be found. The site administrator has been informed. Okay, so the issue there is that it is not that the link are not clickable or downloadable, but the source is referring to maybe the link has been moved. So now the next thing we want to do is that we want to still quote this. Okay, where is it? So it is this one that we tried. We've tried this
Yeah.
one. So you still want to like go ahead and quote it and tell it that maybe the site has been moved. You now tell it, you give it context. I clicked on the link and it says, oh, what do we have? What is this? Oops. Let me just copy. No, let me copy this. It says you cannot say, you cannot give it your own suggestion and say maybe the site or the document have been moved, right? You now tell it you're being considerate, okay? So you now tell
Yeah.
it that give me give me a more recent link to the document. Do you want an alternative or alternate,
No, no,
or you
no.
want the real document, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
give me a recent to the document.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Let me check the publish page. Let's click on the publish page. Let's see what we have. Right. Oh, okay. We have the publish page. Is this the document you're looking for? Not this, is it?
Not this, not this.
Not this. Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, unlock more. I'm not unlocking anything. Okay, so you're right. The direct link to may have expired or have been moved. SSR, you see, it is not that it
Mm,
doesn't know that it has been moved, but then
mm,
it will not tell you, okay, updated assets, go to this.
okay.
I think this is the link. Is this not the link it showed earlier? 370. Let's see. What? 870. It is still the same, I believe. It is still the same
But
link
I
to
think this one is giving us just the abstract page.
yeah, the abstract
Mm,
page, yes.
it's not
So
giving us.
yeah. So the more you query, anyways, you're going to find it.
Mm,
I bet it you're going to
okay.
find it. You can look at the name of the author of the book,
Mm,
right? And just make your search according to that author of the book. Copy or ask that
mm,
is there a recent link to download this person PDF, right? Make sure
okay.
you're giving context at every turns as well. Yes. So
Mm, thank
yeah,
you, sir.
definitely fine. Yeah, thank you, ma. Thank you. Why is this one taking forever? God, Jesus. Are we not going to leave today? Okay. This is taking too long. Too long. Okay, so that is let's wait for it. Let's wait for it to do its thing, right? So once it's done, we're going to look into it again. But I think I added a bonus because I understand vividly. You see, I feel like the whole program is all about AI agents because that is where our focus are, to be very honest with you. The Microsoft Copilot that you will be doing next week, uh, is it next week? Yeah, I believe next week. That will start next week, which I'll like continue the next class, the following class rather, right? It will mostly be on AI agent, mostly on AI agent. How you can create an AI agent. Look at now, what is agent itself? What is AI agent itself? AI agent is not the ChatGPT that we have. These are normal giving me information. No, AI agent are agents that will help you to do certain things, like sending you mails to your email. Normal you we have to like copy this information, copy all of this information that you're being provided with. Now go to your email, now put it on your email, set it appropriately. No, agent will help you to automate all of that step. All you have to do is to say help me to send it. So now let me show you something from my intern, right? I have an intern within that works with the IT department in the organization. So this intern was just, I believe, 3 months old now in the organization, right? 3 months into the organization, and we have been able to come up with this. I am really proud of this guy, right? .com.ng. Okay. .com.ng. Look at what we mean by AI agent. This is just the practical aspect. I could not show you what we have been developing within the organization. And that is where you will come in as well as an AI and automation engineer, right? Look at what we have. Okay. So this now HR reached out to us and they're like, guys, please help us to develop a policy document, a policy, what's it called? Chatbot that will make it our job easier so that people will not come to us all the time and be like, please, what is the policy for? I want to borrow loan. I want to borrow 2,000 naira. How do I go about it? What do I do? Do you understand now? It has made HR easier. Now, just to say, this is an HR assistant chatbot, an AI assistant agent. It is an agent. You know the reason why it is an agent. Currently, what you're looking at is a chatbot. All right. But what makes it an agent, you're going to see it on the call as well. Okay, now let me start by querying this. Let's say this is something that we're going to develop as well. All this was vibe code. This currently was vibe code, but the AI is being trained at the back end with some data and all of that. But the interface you're looking at, nobody wrote a custom code. Nobody wrote a line of code. It was vibe coded, right? And I was able to publish it on a domain. So those are the examples I'm trying to show us as well. All right. So, but what you're seeing, what I'm trying to query right now, is being trained. It's an agent that is being trained on the company's knowledge. It is not using the abstract co-pilot and all of that. No, it has been trained. It has been trained on the company's knowledge. Now, let me ask a question, right? Let me ask an internal question. I want to borrow, let's say, hello ages. Let's just hello ages. It should ask us what we want to do, right? Hello, how can I help you? Now, let's say I want to borrow 2K, right? Based on what it has been trained as. Now, we have organizations like we had to impute this, right? So we want to borrow 2K from Transformation College. You want to borrow 2,000 naira from Transformation College. It is naira, it is not 2K dollar. Jesus Christ. Okay, but yeah, for Transformation College, here is the information you need. If you are looking to borrow $2,000, you will need to follow the financial assistance or loan policy set by the organization, typically involving submitting a formal request to the HR or finance department, HR or finance department, detailing the reason for your AR. Now, what makes it an agent? It's you have a link to send an information, but then I don't want to send anything. Why are you an agent when I have you? All right. Uh, Help me to send it to the HR. Right. So what we are going to get in return is I can help you forward the conversation to the HR. Will you like that? And you click yes. So it is going to ask you your name. Now this is agent. All right. It does not know your name before. It will ask you your email address because then you want to forward something on your behalf. Definitely, it's going to forward it through your email address. So let's say olubenga.a at uh, a4sonline.net. Okay. So let me click OK. Now, thank you, Olubenga. Your message have been forwarded to the HR department and necessary action will be taken. All right. So this is what makes it an agent. It is not just okay. Tell me amount of sugar is inside my tea. No, 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 no. Agent are things are what makes your job easier, help you to break tax down and all of that. Okay, so these are things that we'll be anticipating for on the call. You learn how to create an agent, train it with the data, right? Make sure that your agent can do certain things. Agent nowadays, they pay bills at the cafeteria. Do you understand? Agent does a lot of things. They do a lot of things for us now. All right. Just think of it, and then you create it. So, what I want you to do for the next class, right? For the Microsoft class, I want you to have a problem you want to solve with the agent. Have a problem you want to solve because when I take the call, I think following week, I will be asking for our problem. So, the problem I can relate with, it is what we are going to be automating on the call. All right. We are going to automate it real life. I don't know why this one is taking too long.
All
But then this
right,
is the application.
Mr.
Uh
Benga.
I this okay. Let's have okay. We have all of the applications. We have the login. We have the builder. We have the GPT, the GitHub account. So there will be a follow up on all of these things in the chats, right, on our group, right? So we should be expecting a big follow up. We should be able to come up with a SaaS application that can help us simplify and solve our issues, right? So, and thank you everybody for coming on the call. Thank you so much. We have exceeded our time with about 30-minute time. I understand we have a lot of things to do. So I hope the class has been fun so far, anyways. I hope we've enjoyed ourselves.
So, thank you, Mr. Benga. Class was really wonderful. Um, so the material will be shared on the group as usual, and also the link to the recording will be shared on the group as usual. Please let's all take a moment as our tradition let's all take a moment to fill up the feedback form. The link has been dropped in the chat box. So please, we all know how we do it. Fill the feedback form and your chat's done. Okay, AY done. Thank you. So please click the feedback link. Let's know how we can get to make the class better. Let's know how it's been so far. So please feedback the form and chat done. Oluwamu, sorry, Omobolaji done. Thank you. Stephen, thank you. Harrison, done. Thank you. Also, along with the material and the recording, the link to the assessment also will be posted in the group. So please, during the week, on Monday, please look out for the assessment links and please take your assessment as soon as possible. Thank you.